Serving the Twin Pike region on air and online at 102.1 FM, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM radio app, and Alexa. We're KJFM Louisiana. Eagle 102, with studios in Bowling Green, Louisiana, and Pittsfield.
Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at KJFMradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to night 2 of the 100th annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. My name is Jim Ross, and Corey Buchanan's in the house tonight with me. We've also got Gordon Sanders alongside, and it's boys' night tonight as we're in the high school gym, and we'll have the Clopton Hawks, the #1 seed, against the Silex Owls. And then in the 7 o'clock hour, we'll have the Bowling Green Bobcats, the host team, #3 seed, against the Thunderbirds of North Callaway. First night of the games for the boys in the old gym, or middle school gym, if you will. Winfield and Ellsbury, the 4-5 seeds, will square off at 5:30, and Banfar and Louisiana will tip off at about 7 o'clock, the 2 and 7 seeds. So we've got a good night of basketball online for you. You can tune us in on 102.1 or KJFMradio.com, or on your app or on Alexa. The small gym will have video and audio online only, so you can catch those games that way as well. We'll be right back with the start of the pregame show on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Thinking of building your dream home in 2025? Or maybe you're looking to renovate and upgrade your space? Whatever your vision, we've got you covered at Home Bank. We offer flexible loan options to make your project a reality. With an easy application process and expert advice, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today at myhomebank.bank or stop by our Bowling Green location to get started. Your dream home is just a loan away. Home Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 450000.
Cellular & Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular & Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular & Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
And Corey, the 1 and 8 seed, they've met before earlier in the season, and Clopton won that game handily. So we'll see if the Owls can sort out some problems they had in that game and give Clopton some competition tonight.
Yeah, you know, typically in these tournament settings, the 1 seed typically will handle the 8 seed pretty well. I'm sure with Silex coming out, you know, it is tournament time. There's always a little bit more juices flowing during the tournament time. So hopefully they'll come out and I guess control the basketball and not lead to as many turnovers as they had that first outing against Clopton, and try to make this one a thriller.
You mentioned tournament time, and you played at Bowling Green, and just give me an idea, give the folks at home an idea what it was like with the Bowling Green tournament for the host school, and the difference between it being the Bowling Green tournament as opposed to being a tournament on the road.
Well, I mean, this is this is your home school tournament. You never want to lose it. We ended up winning it in 15, and we actually beat Clopton for the championship. But yeah, I mean, especially if you go to the school at a tournament, if you're hosting a tournament, it's one that you definitely want to win and don't want to let any of the fans or family that decide to come out down, you know.
Well, and as a guy that played from out of town, this was always the tournament we wanted to win. Of course, then I was old enough, the new gym wasn't here yet. We played over in the old gym, and that was quite an atmosphere there as well. So we're glad to have you with us. We'll be back with the keys to this game right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work at your place, there's only one name to remember, McMailer. McMailer & Sons, Backhoe and Excavating of Silex, offers septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Just give them a call for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hoe. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build lakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons, Backhoe and Excavating in Silex.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, as we mentioned, these two teams met earlier this year, about 2 weeks ago, I think, and Clopton won that game pretty handily, 102-34. So, Corey, what are the keys of the game for both the Owls and the Hawks tonight?
Well, I mean, for Clopton, they just got to play their game. They got to play at their pace, their tempo, and don't try to play down to anybody. You know, just any team in general, you know, you want to try to stay in your game. And with Silex, it's going to be, you know, don't turn the ball over and give up a bunch of easy fast break points that Clopton's going to want to force and get a lot of those easy buckets. So I think that's definitely going to be the key. Clopton, they just need to play to their potential, and Silex just needs to take care of the basketball and not give up easy buckets.
Yeah, and that's Silex ideally would want to control tempo, but that's not their game. We had them Friday night against Louisiana, and they want to get it and go. I mean, Ryder Hopkins and Chase Veggie and Chase Mullen, when they got the ball, they put pedal to the metal and went to the other end. Well, you know, against Clopton, if you don't make the bucket at the other end and you turn it over or miss, you're going to give up something easy on the other end. So the contrast of these two teams isn't there. They like to play a similar style of game, and with Clopton's overall advantage size-wise and experience, they've got a bunch of seniors while Silex is pretty young.
Yeah, I noticed that there's a lot of freshmen and sophomore on this Silex roster.
They start a couple of seniors, but a lot of underclassmen get a lot of time. So it's a good learning experience for the Owls, and we'll hope they can hang in there with the #1 seed Hawks tonight and make a game of this. We'll be back with the starting lineups in this first game right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Percentages offer the best proof. We mean the percentage of repeat customers at Boland Automotive Group. People who have gotten a heck of a deal at Bolin Chevrolet and Tom Bolin Ford found a home for their vehicle purchases. Hop off the merry-go-round of car deals and stop at Bolin Chevrolet in Bowling Green or Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal. Bolin Automotive Group gives you the brass ring without talking you in circles. Visit Bolin Chevrolet in Bowling Green or Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal today for your next heck of a deal.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Klarbrunn Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
The Eagle 102 sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Well, in Silex's last game, they played on Friday night against Louisiana, and they lost at homecoming, actually, 70-56 to the Bulldogs. Clopton's last game was last week as well against Winfield. They got a nice win against the Warriors, 73-48, and I believe that was at home. So tonight, these teams, one coming off a win. Actually, Clopton is on a 5-game winning streak, on a little bit of a heater, and Silex with that 1-game streak on the loss on Friday night. So let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Owls. They're 4-10 on the season. They're coached by Ethan Evans. Starting for them is number 0, a senior, Ryder Hopkins. Another senior, number 1, Easton Twellman. A sophomore, number 3, Chase Veggie. A sophomore, number 10, Chase Mullen. And a freshman, number 11, Caden Kuntz. So it'll be Hopkins, Twellman, Veggie, Mullen, and Kuntz. The assistant coach is Jason Howard. As I mentioned, they are 4-10. They average 44 points a game, and they give up 61 points a game. For the Clopton Hawks, coached by Tony Francis, starting for them, a senior, number 1, Adam Lindsay. A senior, number 2, Josh Harvey. A senior, number 11, Jordan Genowine. A junior, number 23, Tucker Salmons. And a senior, number 44, Kane Evans. So it'll be Lindsay, Harvey, Genowine, Salmons, and Evans. Landon Hall and Jason Hall are the assistant coaches for the Hawks. They're 11-5 on the season, average 71 points a game, and they're giving up 50 on the season. So things going pretty well for the Hawks. I had a chance to visit with Coach Francis before the game, and it's always a work in progress for him. He's wanting to get better, and this is going to be a game that hopefully they'll be able to work on some things. And Silex looking to find some things that have been missing up to this point in the season.
Yeah, I think, they're going to come out. They need to play their game and just keep building some confidence. They're on a 5-game win streak. I don't think they want to look back and not go on to the 6-game win streak to keep rolling on this tournament. So they just need to play their game and come out and do what they know they can do.
Keep in mind, Eagle 102 Sports will have photos and more online information every night of the tournament. Tanis Sanders, Maddie Ingram, April will be around taking pictures as well. And you can see those on the KJFM 102 Facebook page every night. They usually get them put on there pretty quick after the game, so it's a wonderful offering that we have for the fans at home to see pictures of their favorite players, and they do a really nice job of taking those pictures as well. The Bowling Green Tournament's 100th anniversary coverage is brought to you by Bouquet Florist and Gift Shop, Hayden Motorsports, Spring Valley Accounting, and Woods Smoked Meat. Silex in their road green jerseys with white numbers. Clopton in their home whites with black numbers and red trim. Silex across the front of the green jerseys for the Owls, and Clopton on the front of the jerseys for the Hawks in their home jerseys. The number 1 seed. 2 seed is Vanfar, 3 Bowling Green, 4 Winfield, 5 Ellsbury, 6 North Callaway, 7 Louisiana, and Silex is the 8th seed. And jumping center for the Owls will beat Easton Twellman. If you're listening to us on radio, the Hawks will go from our right to our left on your radio dial. We're across from the benches at the top of the bleachers. Got a great vantage point, perfect place to broadcast from here at Bowling Green High School. Come on out and enjoy some high school basketball. They got a great concession stand here, and we're about ready to go as the official blows the whistle, and jumping center is Salmons for the Hawks, and the Owls control the opening tip as Mullen will run the offense as Clopton comes in out in a straight-up man-to-man defense. Twellman hands it off to Kuntz. Kuntz, the freshman, he showed some ball skills the other night, and he'll take it to the hole, and it won't go off the glass. And Hawks head the other way quickly, trying to take advantage. Up off the window, no good by Harvey. Rebounds put back by Salmons.
Yeah, Tucker got that one on the offensive board.
And that's what you got to do, is don't give up on the break. Pick up the garbage if it comes out. And Salmons was able to do that. Back come the Owls against this tough man-to-man defense. Backdoor cut by Kuntz. His layup's partially blocked that time by Genowine. The Hawks head the way on the other break. Evans to Salmons, back to Evans, and Evans will shoot the layup. And that's the way the break is supposed to be run.
Yeah, that's just a picture perfect 2-on-1 there. Give the ball up and you get it back.
And into the front court now comes Ryder Hopkins. He's a penetrating kind of guy, and he does that now and shoots it off the glass and scores. Got banged a little bit, but got it on the window and it fell in. Evans now kicks it to the right wing to Salmons. Now into the far corner to Lindsey. He'll shoot the three. It's money. Adam Lindsey with the first three ball of the game, and it's a 5-point lead at 7-2. Back come the Owls. Kuntz guarded by Genowine, and his finger roll shot's no good. Hawks with the rebound. They look to run again. They got a 2-on-1. Salmons makes the catch from Genowine, and he'll score the easy layup. And it's quickly 9-2. Well, I mentioned in the pregame, Silex just wants to go up and down, and that's not a good recipe for tonight.
Yeah, especially when you're not hitting any of these shots whenever you penetrate down the lane, and we got another
turnover, Evans makes the catch on the break, and he'll shoot the layup, and Coach Ethan Evans wants a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 11-2, Hawks lead it in the early going. We've played 2 minutes. You listen to Bowling Green Invitational, 100th annual on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades, and that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Out of the timeout, Clopton pressures the Owls. They turn it over, and Evans shoots an easy layup. He's got 6, and the lead's already in double figures at 13-2. And now Hopkins will be knocked down. We'll see who they choose. They've got choices on this foul.
I think they're going to give that one to number 1, Adam Lindsey. It's going to be his first foul, and the first foul of the ball game so far.
Couple of subs in, Luke Lindsey and Trey Spooster for the Hawks. Looks like Salmons and Harvey will take a seat. Owls get it in. Twellman at the top of the key, guarded by Evans. Puts it on the floor. Gets it to the corner. 3 ball on the way by Vega, and it's good. Nice smooth shot by the lefty there, a sophomore. And it's 13-5. Back come the Hawks. They get it down low to Lindsey. Outside, 3 ball on the way to Adam Lindsey. Rebound by Evans. His shot won't go, and there's a whistle and a foul, and we'll have our first free throws of the night. Foul is going to go on.
I don't know if they're going to give that to Chase Vega or who
they're going to give it to.
Caden Kuntz.
Kuntz, yeah. So Evans at the line. The lefty drains the first. He'll get another. 14-5, the Hawks on top. 5:11 to play here in the first. Evans, a senior, has started pretty much since he was a freshman.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
He makes the second free throw, scored his 1,000th point earlier in the year. As Salmons comes back in, Adam Lindsay will take a seat.
Let's see how Silex handles this token man-to-man pressure by Clopton. You got to have some guys coming back to the ball. If you're these guards down here for Silex, you got to come back and help out your other guards. They finally get it broke there, kick it out to Twellman. His three's off the mark. Genowine is able to pick up that board. Now Clopton's going to push ahead again.
Spoonster into the front court, hands it off to Genowine. Genowine finds a cutting Salmons. He got fouled, but played through it and scored the bucket. And it's 17-5. Yeah, the man-to-man pressure is not real heavy, but they look to jump trap, and Silex has been more than happy to dribble into it as Veggie brings another hierarchy three from right in front of the Clopton bench. He's got 6, and it's 17-8. Evans now, as the trailer, spins into the paint. His left-handed finger roll won't go. Hubbard with the rebound, gets it ahead to Hopkins. Hopkins crosses it over, gets in the paint. He's going to be fouled by Luke Lindsay, I believe. And Silex will go to the line for their first free throws of the ball game, and it'll be Ryder Hopkins doing the honors with 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Hopkins, one of the seniors on Silex's team, misses the first. And back in is Josh Harvey for Genowine. Didn't hardly recognize Genowine with that buzz cut he's got going on. Second free throw in and out, no good. And for Hopkins, Evans gets the rebound. He goes the length of the floor and shoots a layup. Nobody stopped the ball, which is a cardinal sin on defense. And Kane Evans just dribbled it 94 feet and shot a layup.
Yep, that's the #1 rule of defense. You got to stop ball first. And just nobody picked him up. Wasn't even anybody looking at him either.
Al's back on the offense. Veggie has it out the 28-foot mark. They get it to Twellman into high post at the free throw line. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard now outside the arc. Spins and hands it back to Twellman over on the left side in front of the Hawk bench. He looks for a pick, just hands it off to Veggie. He's in a double team, and we'll have a jump ball, and on the alternating arrow, it'll go back to Clopton.
Jim, even going back to last night calling the girls games, I've never seen so many one dribble or two dribbles and pick the ball up. We've already seen several of them here. You know, as a coach, that's just gotta grind your gears a little bit, doesn't it?
For no apparent reason.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, why waste your dribble as Lindsay and Genowine return for the Hawks. Luke Lindsay with it now, hands it off to Harvey. Harvey penetrates the right side of the lane. His shot won't go, but he'll pick up the foul on, I believe, Veggie.
Just a lot of dribble handoffs and just a lot of movement over here on the Clopton side, and pretty stagnant on that Silex side. I tell you what, Harvey, he gets the ball. He doesn't worry about dribbling. He just throws it straight back up to the basket.
Aims and fires, doesn't he? First foul on Veggie as Harvey made the first. He'll get a second. He bangs it home again. Hawks are perfect from the line. Spoonster returns, and Harvey will take a seat. Again, a little man-to-man pressure by the Hawks. Swatted away from Hopkins out of bounds in the near corner here. And the Hawks will have to throw it in from there. Chase Mullen doing the honors for the Owls. He looks, gets it in to Veggie. Veggie guarded straight up by Genowine. Genowine follows him towards that double team, but they can't get it jumped this time. Lincoln Twellman, who checked into the game during the last dead ball, has the ball, hands it off to Hubbard. And throws it to Hopkins, and it was nearly deflected and stolen, but Lindsay couldn't track down the loose ball after he hit it. That was Adam. And Caden Kuntz will return for Veggie for the Owls. Down to 3:07 to play here in the first, 21-8. The Hawks on top. Mullen now with it. Guarded by Luke Lindsay at the 28-foot mark. Gets it off to Kuntz. Kuntz crosses it over. Spoonster knocks it free. Picks up the loose ball. Now to Twellman. He'll shoot the turnaround 15-footer. Front iron, no good. The rebound's loose. It's going to go off of Spoonster. Hit the referee twice, I think.
Yeah, a little ping pong action there between the ref and the Spoonster there for Clopton. You know, we are seeing a little bit more movement over here from Silex. You're starting to see some down screens and some cross screens going on. You know, they gotta continue to do that, move with a purpose if they want to get any free open looks on the Silex or this Clopton defense.
Evans checks back in for the Hawks as they're running guys in and out at will. Twartman has it on the left wing now. Tries to get it to Vega. It's stolen by Adam Lindsay. He's going to head the other way. He'll just shoot the layup and pick up the foul right at the end of that. Adam Lindsay just beat everybody down the floor. That's just not hustling enough for Coach Ethan Evans, I'm sure. You can't let a guy on the dribble beat everybody down the floor like that.
Yeah, and it started off with just a lazy pass to the wing, and Lindsay was able to jump that passing lane and able to go down here. Let's see if he can capitalize on this three-point play.
He does. Foul was on Hopkins, his first, and the lead's grown to 24-8 for the Hawks. Owls get it in to Mullen. Mullen slows down to stay out of the double team. Now gets it across the timeline with 2:20 to play in the quarter. Guarded by Lindsay. They finally have a count on him. He's got to get rid of it. He didn't get rid of it in time. Turnover on the 5-second violation, closely guarded. Solomon's back in. Genuine to the bench for the Hawks.
I think Mullen was waiting for somebody to kind of pop open, but nobody was really moving to get open so he could make that pass, and Clopton was able to get the 5-second call on him.
Spoonster to Evans at the top of the key. Hands it off to Harvey. Harvey penetrates in the lane. Nice up and under, but it won't go, and Mullen with the rebound for the Owls. Gets it into the front court now. See if they can get a little motion offense going. Man-to-man defense again by the Hawks. Hubbard gets it out to Hopkins. Hopkins penetrates in, now reverses field out beyond the arc, and gets it to Twellman. Twellman back to Hopkins, down to 1:40 to play here in the quarter. Spoonster pushes Hopkins all the way out the center court line. He dribbles into a double team. It's loose on the floor. We've got bodies everywhere. Hopkins comes up with it, and Coach Ethan Evans is granted a timeout to save the turnover. We'll step aside as well. 1:31 to play in the quarter. We're in the first, 24-8 Hawks. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
24-8, the Hawks lead it. The 100th anniversary coverage of the Bowling Green Tournament brought to you by Mimi's Pantry, Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Kayla Caldwell, Service and Supply Co-op, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center. And we thank all the sponsors for their support of high school sports and the Bowling Green Invitational. It makes it possible for us to bring this tournament to you. So out of the timeout, the Owls will have it underneath their own hoop, left side of the paint. Looks like Kuntz is going to trigger it inbounds for the Owls. Throws it deep to Hopkins. He'll get it right wing to Easton Twellman, who's checked back in. His backdoor pass is batted down. Hawks get it ahead to Evans. He'll go to the hoop for another layup. He's had a big first quarter. Turnover number 5. 10 points for Evans here in the first, or maybe 12 if I could add. You know, adding used to be one of my necessary qualities.
That's all right. Now you're retired.
I've got radio math
that's
now
right.
all of a sudden. Yeah. Al's running the weave now. They haven't penetrated towards the hole yet. Kuntz picks it up. Now he's in trouble. Flips it out to Twellman. Twellman at the head of the key now. Puts it on the floor. Crosses it over. Gets to the left elbow. Now over to the short corner. Now he's in trouble. Tries to hand it off. It's Spoonster steals it, but throws it back in bounds, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And Spoonster threw it back in. Kuntz made a nice job catching it. And they whistle a foul on Josh Harvey.
I was going to say, I didn't know if they were going to give that one to Harvey or to Spoonster. They were both right in that area. Let's see if Silex will actually set some screens here on this inbounds play. You know, they had that inbounds under the under the basket there, and I didn't see a single screen set on anybody. It was just kind of moving without a purpose. So
Larson Hall back into the game for the first time for the Hawks. Al's Twellman's picked it up. That is Lincoln Twellman, as both Twellmans are in the game. And then he hands it off to Easton, and he turns it over, and Hall blows the layup, and Owls will head the other way. They've got a breakaway, a wide open layup that time for Chase McMullen, his first 2 points, and it's 26-10. Back come the Hawks with 13 seconds to play in the quarter. Solomons at the head of the key, penetrates in, he has it swatted away, and turns it over. Back come the Owls to the hoop. Layup up, no good. Challenge that time was Mullins, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Good quarter for the Hawks. They lead 26-10 here at the 100th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. You listen to that on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life, and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
26-10, the Hawks lead it as we start the second quarter. Good quarter with Kane Evans scoring 12. And they've pretty much done what they wanted to do in this first quarter. Get out to a good start and not overlook Silex at all. But the Owls will have it as we start the second quarter. Mullen, Hopkins, Kuntz, Twellman, and Veggie. So the original starters back in for the Owls. Same is true for the Hawks.
Yeah, Silex with 6 turnovers in that first quarter. Let's look for them to try to clean that up a little bit here. They know Clopton's going to be in those passing lanes. They kick it over to Veggie.
Back to Mullen. He penetrates to the head and gives it off to the head of the key to Kuntz. He got away with the travel. His shot's off the mark. Hawks look to run again. Back up to on the breakaway. The pass to Lindsey. He can't make the bucket. They hit the trailer. That's Kane Evans, and he'll score another bucket. I might mention Luke Lindsey is in the game to start the second half in play, or second quarter, in place of Josh Harvey. Owls come back now with it, 28-10, 7:15 to play in the half. Twellman with it on the dribble now. Spins out of trouble, hands it off to Hopkins. And it's off of Hopkins' fingertips. And we'll go back to the Hawks. Another turnover number 7 for Silex. And it's 28-10. Hawks have it in the front court now. Luke Lindsey above his head to Evans between the circles. Left wing to Adam Lindsey. Out of Solomons as they slow the pace down. Get to Genuine, slashing to the hoop on the shuffle cut, and he'll shoot the layup. First bucket of the game for Jordan Genuine, and that's a 20-point lead, 30-10. Al's back in the front court. Veggie, that's been his hot spot from the 3. He'll throw it to Twellman. That's Easton. He loses the handle. Evans is going to pick up the loose ball, and he'll get right to the window and misses the layup that time. Twellman picks up the loose ball rebound, throws it ahead quickly. Owls have a little bit of a break. Veggie way under, throws a crazy shot, hits the bottom of the backboard. They throw it ahead to the Hawks to Evans. His wild shot won't go. Maybe got banged a little bit that time. But after all that, no harm, no foul for anybody.
Yeah, there's a little bit of contact there on that second one. He definitely should have made that easy bunny on the first layup opportunity that he had. And I think that was the first shot that Kane Evans missed all game, because they've all been layups.
They've been close, Howdy. Veggie on the dribble, gets it to the right block, shoots a turnaround jumper. It's no good. And the rebound off to Luke Lindsey. He'll run with the break. Gets it ahead to Solomons, but it's too tall for Tucker. Goes out of bounds and back to the Owls. Spoonster returns, as does Harvey for the Hawks. Looks like they're going to go, what, 8 or 9 deep.
Well, and Clopton's going to go away from that little full court token pressure, it looks like.
Looks like they're going to back up into something half-court man, I believe. As Hopkins crosses the timeline for the Owls. 30-10, his entry pass to the wings deflected by Salmons out of bounds. And they'll try it again from the right sideline, 28-foot mark.
They're just telegraphing a lot of these passes. These Clopton defenders are just following the eyes of the person with the ball, and they're able to, get a bunch of hands on these passes and get a lot of steals so far.
Beggy for three. This one rattles around and drops. His third three-pointer. This one from the right side. He's got 9, and it's 30-13. Salmons with it from the left wing, gets it inside to Luke Lindsay. His shot's up off the window and good.
Luke get his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, the Hawks overplaying the passing lanes pretty bad right now. Little backdoor cut. Now they lose the handle again, does Mullen, and the Hawks head the other way on the turnover. This will be Harvey. He'll go in, and surely they're not going to count the bucket. If they do,
I think that's going to be on the floor for sure.
NBA continuation of the week right there. They're going to say it's underneath. And
Caden Kuntz is going to pick up number 2 for the Silex Owls.
Landon Woltering in for his first minutes of the game. Hubbard's checked in as well. Actually, during the last dead ball, he slipped in on the Gage. On the inbounds, they get it to Evans, and he'll shoot
another. That's just way too
layup.
easy.
Yeah.
That's way too easy. He wasn't even a screen set. He just outran his defender, about 10 feet and got to the spot before the defender could be there to deny that pass.
And into the lane is Hopkins. It goes off the foot of a Clopton player and out of bounds back to the Owls. 4:35 to play here in the first half. 34-13, the Hawks on top. Woltering has it. He can shoot a little bit. He is just a freshman, I believe. He has it now, dribbles into the lane, but loses the handle. Heavy pressure defense. Hawks doing a good job of that. Into the lane, and the shot's no good. Genowine, as he got popped on the way, so he'll get a couple of free throw opportunities.
Caden Kuntz is going to pick up another one there. That's going to be 3 on him. Looks like they're probably going to have Lincoln Twellman check in for him after this first free throw.
And it hits the rim, hits the backboard, does a 360, and falls out. Harvey returns for the Hawks, I should say. Second free throw. He missed them both. That's something unusual. Hawks have been perfect from the line up to that point. Owls get out of the double team. Now try and get in the front court. Woltering makes a tough catch. Now gets to Hubbard. Hubbard left wing to Veggie. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard right side to Woltering. Now he gets it in the post to Twellman. We've got a whistle and a foul as Lincoln Twellman had it in the mid-post area.
Yeah, Trey Spoonster was just trying to deny that post entry pass there and just kind of got a little too much arm on Twellman.
Be his first foul on Spoonster as Larson Hall checks back in for the Hawks. Woltering gets it out to Twellman. That's off the mark and no good by Lincoln, and the Hawks get the rebound and push the ball up the floor. They get it inside to Hall. His shot up off the window and good. He'll get a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Good feed from Josh Harvey that time. If you're curious what these two teams did last year, the Hawks got beat in the championship game, finished second as Hall rattles home the and one. While Silex, they were beat twice and didn't make it to the trophy round. So Hawks looking to get back to the championship game again in this 100th annual. And they're off to a good start as they lead 37-13 with 3:37 to play in the half. Woltering with it, guarded by Lindsay. Hands it off to Veggie. He'll spin down the paint. His shot's way off the mark. Twellman with the putback. It won't go. That was Lincoln, and the rebound goes to Salmons, they'll get it ahead quickly to Hall, and he'll check that Lindsey. He'll shoot a layup. He's got 8. Back to the front court with Hopkins on the dribble. Penetrates to the left elbow, shoots a tough shot with a hand in his face. It won't go. Lindsey with the rebound. Ahead to Salmons. He goes in, and he's going to be fouled from behind. He had thoughts of dunking that, I think. Hopkins is going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, it looked like Salmons had some bounce there just in warm-up. Just kind of watching Clopton warm up. Looked like he might have had some bounce there, but
he was working on his steps about the top of the key.
Yeah, and Hopkins was he wasn't going to take that chance.
Had
of
no
letting
part
him
of
get
it,
a
was
dunk.
he? So Salmons at the line. He rattles home the first. He'll get one more. Into the game now is Anderson Van Horn for Silex. He's a little guy, but he's a ball handler. He's got some skills. Again, a freshman.
Salmons missed the second one. Now we got Silex bringing the ball down here.
Woltering with it now, guarded by Salmons. Off to Hubbard on the right wing. Hubbard now gets it to Van Horn. He loses a handle. Will reset between the circles. Hubbard now in the corner to Woltering. Woltering tries to get it inside to Lincoln Twelman. It's deflected out of bounds. Back to the Owls.
We got Vahey checking back in for Silex.
Also in for the Hawks is Luke Lindsey. Inbounds pass to Twelman. His finger roll won't go. Hall with the rebound. To Spoonster. They look to run up to Harvey. Harvey takes it to the glass and scores. Josh Harvey has 4, and it's 42-13.
I would say 3/4 of Clopton's points right now have come from fast break. Has to be pretty close to that number at this
easy.
point.
And in the paint.
Yep.
Van Horn with it now. He's got Lindsey guarding him to Veggie, and he dribbles in the paint. Took a little bump. They didn't call that, but they did call traveling. So I think that's turnover 11 by my count. You're probably doing a better job of that than I am.
Yep, we're pretty close. I got 12.
We'll take your word for it. As Evans checks back in, as does Genowine, along with, I guess that's it. They just brought 2 in, didn't they? So the Hawks have it, leading 42-13, 2 minutes to play in the half. Salmons to Evans to top the key, off to Genowine. Genowine will reset between the circles. Right wing to Salmons. Into the post, tipped, but Evans makes a good catch, gets the ball fake up, and scores the bucket. Big night for Kane Evans. Kane Evans, he's got 18 here in the first half.
And you couldn't ask for anything better as a post player. I mean, you're catching on the block, and, you know, I'd say 80 or 90% of his shots haven't even been contested.
He hadn't shot anything but a layup, has he?
I don't think so. Besides those couple free throws.
Right. Hubbard open from 3, right corner. It's no good. Rebound to Genowine. They'll get it and go. And Genowine's pass is going to be too tall for most anybody. And the turnover gives it back to Silex. Turnover number 4 on the Hawks.
That was the right idea by Genowine. Just kind of let him a little too far. He actually had a couple players on his team that he could have threw that ball to, but it looked like that one was intended for Salmons.
Need a little arch on that pass.
Just a little bit.
As Hopkins will return for Silex, as will Adam Lindsey for the Hawks. 1:17 to play here in the half. 44-13. Hawks on top. Hopkins now on the dribble. No pick and roll, no nothing. He dribbles into the double team, has it stolen. They get it ahead to Lindsey, and the Hawks will turn it right back over. So back-to-back turnovers for each team, getting a little sloppy here late in this first half. And the Hawks or the Owls, I should say, just having trouble running any kind of offense at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, you sit here and watch them, and there's no screens. There's no, like, purpose, you know, within their offense. Like, they just try to set one, but they're not waiting for the screener to come to get there first to allow the screen to actually be useful. And then we talk about that, yeah.
He gets free on the baseline and scores a layup. Back come the Hawks. Salmons will go to the hoop and score.
You know, as much as Clopton is denying these passes, they are primed for a backdoor cut, just a fake a pass and backdoor them. Look at that move down there.
Van Horn got everybody in the air and didn't make the bucket. Then he tied up Salmons. And the alternating arrow will give it to the Hawks. I guess the most shocking thing to me in this game so far is the Hawks beat the Owls down the floor every time, whether it's a turnover, a missed shot, it doesn't matter. The Hawks are blowing out of there, and the Owls aren't keeping up. And as a result, they trail by a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a result of just hustle or speed, but like you said, it doesn't matter which direction they're running to. Clopton's getting back on defense if they have to, and they're definitely outrunning them on the offensive side.
Solomons has it, just 5 seconds to play in the half. The 3 ball on the way from Harvey. It's off the mark. Solomon will grab it, and that will do it for the first half of action. Your score, the Clopton Hawks 46, the Silex Owls 15. Your halftime show is next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
The Eagle 102 Sports halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Did you know you can earn money by harvesting wild plants? Hi, I'm Craig Barnes with Barnes Roots and Herbs. We're south of Eolia, and we buy wild harvested plant products like sassafras leaf, walnuts, golden seal, ginseng, and many more. For more information and a list of what we're buying, visit us on Facebook, or you can call us at 636-205-4333. Barnes Roots and Herbs, 636-205-4333. Money does grow on trees.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Well, it's been all Clopton Hawks here in this first half as they lead at 46-15. And Corey, it's just got a lot more experience for Clopton, and it shows.
Yeah, I mean, and kind of like how we were talking about in pregame, it's going to be the turnovers for Silex, and if they're giving Clopton any easy buckets, and like that first half we were talking, I'd say pretty close to 3/4 of Clopton's points have come off of turnovers and just easy fast break layups.
Yeah, it's hard to defend. If you can't get back and stop the layup, defending anything else really becomes a problem for you because you're just getting beat down the floor. And I think we mentioned it during the second quarter. It didn't matter if it was a turnover, a missed shot, or a made shot. The Hawks were beating the Owls down the floor and shooting layups.
No, exactly. I mean, it didn't matter if Silex already had a guy up. There's no safety valve on the Silex defense right now to get back and stop ball. As a matter of fact, we've seen Clopton get down the floor and kind of set up in defense, and just nobody moves over to stop ball, and that's the cardinal rule like you were talking about that first half, and it's just been a couple easy buckets, and most of them have come from Kane Evans.
Yeah, for sure. He had a big first half. Over in the middle school gym, just getting ready to start the third quarter over there, and Winfield leads Ellsbury 37-22. That's the 4-seed Winfield over Ellsbury. I think they've met 2 times already this year. Winfield's won both of those games. Ellsbury's kind of a weird team. We had them one night, and they played pretty good. And they just get banged around a lot against some of these teams. It's a kind of a mystery to me how that is. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the halftime scoring for you right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Spring Valley Accounting Services of Silex reminds you taxes don't have to be taxing. Denise and Nancy are here to help you with your taxes and are up to date with the newest tax codes. Plus, they offer a full range of accounting services including payroll, general ledger, invoice preparation, year-end closings, business startup consultation, notary service, and much more. Spring Valley Accounting Services, professional and confidential tax preparation you can trust. Call 573-384-5088 for more info or stop by 175 Sitten Branch Road in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Back at half here in the first game of the night, Clopton leads at 46-15. They led 26-10 at the end of the first quarter and outscored Silex 20-5 to get us to that 46-15 score. And Corey, you've got the individual scoring for us.
Yeah, we'll start with Silex here. We got Ryder Hopkins. He's got 2 points tonight. Chase Veggie, which has really been the only offense from the Silex side. You know, he knocked down 3 threes, and I think the shooting percentage, I think he's only missed a couple three-pointers, so they really need to try to get him back over there on that left and right side where he's been able to knock a few shots down and get him going early in this third quarter. But he's got 9. We got let's see here, Landon Wotrig, that's 2 for him, and then Chase Mullen with another 2. And let's jump over here to the Clopton side. We got Adam Lindsay with 8. We got Josh Harvey with 4. Jeremy Genowine and Luke Lindsley both have a pair. And then we come down to Larson Hall. He's got 3. Tucker Salmons with 9. And then Kane Evans, and we talked about it, you know, that most of that first half, he's had a lot of really easy buckets tonight, and he's got 18 right now for the Clopton Hawks.
7 for 10 from the line were the Hawks, 0 for 2 for the Owls. The Owls turned it over 13 times. The Hawks turned it over 5. The Bowling Green Tournament 100th anniversary coverage is brought to you by Williams Road Repair Shop and JGS Cattle Company, Home Bank, Custom Works Salon and Tanning, Magruder Limestone Company, and a Taste of Philly. And let's hear from a few of those sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
Service and Supply Co-op in Bowling Green would like to wish all the area teams good luck this season. For the area farmers, Service and Supply Co-op has a wide range of services to meet your agricultural needs. So stop in on your way to the game. Service and Supply Co-op in Bowling Green, 17107 Pike 488.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done. The team at Mike Henry Excavating offers a large selection of services, such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season from Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
46-15 our score. The Hawks lead it. We'll have the Van Far, Louisiana game next here in the high school gym. Mark Froenick's in the middle school gym. I'm not sure who's with him. Is April over there or who? Maddie has joined Mark tonight over in the middle school gym. And they'll have their second game, which will be, well, that will be the Van Far, Louisiana game. I'm losing my mind here. We've got the Bowling Green North Callaway game, the host team, the number 3 seed, and maybe the dark horse to win this thing. They've been playing pretty well as of late, with the exception of a hiccup when they ran into Montgomery County, who is the standard bearer this year in the EMO Conference. So we hope for a couple more good games. 37-22 is the score at half. Winfield led Ellsbury over in the middle school. They've already started the third quarter. Back here, the Owls will have it as we start the third. Their original starters are back in the game, as are the original starters for the Clopton Hawks. And the Owls will move from our right to our left on your radio dial.
Almost started with a turnover off the first pass here this second half.
Owls in their road greens with white numbers. Hawks in their home whites with black numbers and red trim, as Veggie picks up this dribble, and we talked about that a little bit. And Koontz dribbles in, flips it out to Ryder Hopkins. His 15-footer won't go. Hawks off with the rebound, and here they go again on the run. Owls got back better that time. Lindsay's shot partially blocked, and the Owls will have a stop. Something they didn't do a whole lot of in the first. Into the front court, Chase Mullen, guarded by Lindsay. Mullen still on his dribble, not going anywhere. Now they'll get it to Koontz. Koontz between the circles. He's guarded by Genowine. We played a minute, and no one has scored in this quarter yet. In the high post to Twellman. He has trouble getting the handle, but gets it underneath the Hopkins, and he shoots a tough way up.
I have no idea how that pass went through 2 defenders' arms like it did, but it found where it needed to go, and Silex was able to get a bucket, and then we got Hopkins with another steal here.
Hopkins goes in, and Evans swats it away, and the Owls will turn it over. Now they'll foul Lindsay as he gets into the front court. And for sure, there was some conversation about getting back at half in the Silex locker room, as they've done a better job of that. Ryder Hopkins picks up the 3rd foul for him. And the Hawks will have it with 6:35. They've yet to score in this quarter. They're going to have to run a little offense. Looks like the Owls in a 2-3 zone this half. 3-pointer on the way from the corner is no good by Genowine, but the Hawks are all over the glass. Putbacks up and good by Josh Harvey. Offensive rebound and finish for Harvey. He's got 6. And it's 48-17. Driving to the hoop and picking up the foul this time is Chase Mullen. And he'll get 2 shots.
I think Luke Lindsay's going to pick up the foul for Clopton on that one.
Mullen has not been to the line yet. He's got 2 points. Make it 3 as he makes the first. So a little better start for the Owls in this quarter. Second one is on its way, as good as well. 48-19. Clopton still comfortably on top. Harvey dribbles to the baseline, throws it out, and Spoonster will save it from going into the backcourt. Now high post to Evans. Evans goes into the paint, kicks it back to Spoonster. Spoonster dribbles to the left side. His little runner's short, hits nothing, and will go out of bounds back to the Owls. And a timeout on the floor as Coach Francis now real happy with the start. 5:47 to play in the third. 48-19. Hawks lead it. You listen to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
The week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Out of the timeout, the Owls will have it. They still trail 48-19. Hopkins into the front court, and it's stolen away by Lindsay. Lindsay gets it ahead to Genowine. He catches up to it, misses the layup, however. And the Owls will head the other way.
Yeah, that pass just let Genowine a little bit far underneath the basket. Wasn't able to correct his body and get that ball up high off the glass.
And Hopkins is, well, actually, Ethan Evans is going to call a timeout to save Hopkins from a 3-second violation. 48-19 will step aside as well. You listen to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
Cupid says you can fall in love this Valentine's Day with Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana. We're giving you a chance to win prizes that'll make your heart skip a beat. Grand prize is dinner for two and a romantic overnight stay at our Eagles Nest Inn. Second prize is dinner and flowers at our prime fireside table. Third prize is dessert paired with wine and a Gambino's gift card. To enter our free drawing, just visit and sign up now through February 6th. Every visit earns a 1 per day entry, and joining our loyalty program can boost your chances. Rules available in store. Winners to be drawn and notified February 7th. Happy Valentine's Day from Gambino's, 3rd in Georgia, downtown Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Out of the timeout, the Owls turn it over, give it back to the Hawks with 4:56. Inside to Evans, he'll spin to the hole. His reverse layup's up and good, and he'll pick up the foul. He's got 20 on the game.
Yeah, Easton Twellman from Silex is going to pick up the foul. I believe that's going to be his first one of the night. Let's see if Kane can stay perfect from the free throw line here.
There's number 44 on his home white jersey. And he does as he makes the free throw. And
he didn't fall to the radio.
Yeah, you tried to curse him, didn't you?
It typically happens.
Larson Hall replaces Kane after that made free throw, and it's 51-19. Into the front court now, Mullen for the Owls. Looks for Twellman. Easton makes the catch and then throws it away, and it's stolen by Genowine.
Yeah, it's just a slow, sloppy pass there. Easy for the Clopton to pick that one off. Genowine takes it strong to the basket, and he finishes through contact.
Right down the middle of the boulevard, if you will. Nobody picked him up, and he scores the layup. That's 53-19. Mullen does the same thing, and he stops and pops and gets the bucket. He's got 4 to 6 in the second half for the Owls. Back come the Hawks. Genowine left wing 3, short. High for the rebound is Harvey. Harvey's going to be tied up. Somebody had a hold of his arm. Let's see who they call that on. Looks like it might be Kuntz.
If it's Kuntz, that's going to be number 4 on him.
And it is not a shooting foul, so the Hawks will have it underneath their own basket. Hubbard will come in for
what I like to see from Clopton, you know, they haven't, so to say, they haven't taken a bunch of outside shots, but whenever they have, they've always had some of their guys in position down there to hit that weak side rebound, and they got another one streaking down the lane to try to get a offensive rebound and get another second chance opportunity.
On the inbounds, it's deflected out, and Hawks will get it right back. Lincoln Twellman is checked in for the Owls as well. Corner 3 on the way by Lindsay. It's good. Adam Lindsay with his second 3 of the ball game. He's got 11, and it's 56-21. Hopkins now for the Owls, guarded by Lindsay. Into the front court. Nobody's making a V cut to get open. That's the problem. They can't get into their offense because you can't get it to the wing. Another turnover, and here comes the Hawks on the break. Lindsay will finish. And turnover number 17 on the Owls, and it's 58-21. Hopkins dribbles in again, throws up a wild one. Loose ball rebound to Salmons, gets it ahead to Genowine, and he'll shoot another layup. As now the Hawks have things going in this third quarter. Coach Francis called that timeout. He told me when we talked earlier they play good first halves and then they just kind of sleepwalk through the second half if they've got a nice lead. That's exactly what was going on at the start of this half as the ball's deflected out of bounds by Solomons right over in front of the Silex bench. He called that timeout, and he's got the horses running again now. Spoonster in as well as Luke Lindsay for the Hawks. Mullen to throw it in, gets it inbounds to Watering, who's in the game for the Owls. Left wing, left corner, I should say, to Hubbard. Hubbard back to Hopkins, down to 2:50 to play in the third.
There's just too much standing around going on by the Silex offense.
And we got a foul in the post area. I believe they'll get Landon Hall as he and Lincoln Twellman were doing a little dance underneath there. Hall will pick up his first. The Owls will have it left side of the paint on the baseline. 60-21. Hawks lead it. Heading towards a turbo clock in the fourth quarter. Get it into Watering, back to Hopkins. He'll shoot a three from the corner. It's no good, and Hall's going to pick up another foul as he rode Lincoln Twellman like a pony out of bounds on that rebound attempt.
Yeah, that's two quick fouls back-to-back there by Larson Hall.
Can't fault him. He was blocking out, right?
Yeah.
The only problem is you can't run him all the way over to the G in Bowling Green on out of bounds.
Silex is coming out in a little stack set here to inbound the ball here. Let's see. I didn't see any screen set. Not really any cuts with a purpose here. And they're gonna get Lincoln Twellman with a travel there. That's gonna be another turnover for Silex so far in this third quarter.
That little bunny hop when he caught that. Actually, what's supposed to happen, he was the last man in line, and he was supposed to shoot down the lane, but he did not get that accomplished. Hawks back on offense against this 2-3 zone. Lindsay open for another three, left wing. It's back iron, no good. Hall for the rebound. His putback swatted away by Twellman out of bounds. Back to the Hawks.
Yeah, they've kind of been battling. Twellman and Hall been battling back and forth here on both sides of the floor.
That they have, and Evans will come in for Hall with 2:22 to play here in the third. On the inbound, Spoonster finds Luke Lindsay all by himself. He just stepped to the side of his defender.
Yeah, he just wasn't even really anything special. He just moved the other way.
Watering's three ball from the corner for Silex is no good. Spoonster with the rebound, gets it ahead to Hall. Hall slams on the brakes at the right wing. They work it around the horn, back to Spoonster now between the circles. High post to Evans. Evans will penetrate in, kicks it to Lindsay in the corner. His three short. Hopkins with the rebound. I can tell you he's going to the hole. Oh, and a nice defensive play by Spoonster. Picked his pocket.
Yes, he did.
And a little 3-on-2 break for the Hawks. Lindsay goes in. He can't make the bucket. Hubbard with the rebound for the Owls. A little up and down action here late in this third quarter. Into the front court comes Mullen for the Owls. And he nearly throws it away as it deflected by Harvey. And it'll go back to the Owls.
It looks like Genuine and James Matheny's going to check in.
Easton Twellman and Chase Veggie return for the Owls. Matheny's first action of the game. And get it into Hubbard, do the Owls. To Twellman in the short corner, back to Hubbard beyond the arc. He'll penetrate into the lane. His finger roll layup's up and good.
We just need to see some more of that from Silex. That's a good look.
Gage Hubbard with his first bucket of the game. It's 62-23, down to a minute 15 to play in the third. Evans in the high post, gets it to Lindsay. He's open for three again. He missed two in a row, so he says, heck with that. I'll pass around the horn.
Hey, shoot or shoot.
That's it. Evans splits the defense, gets to the window, and scores.
Kane Evans got a layup, so that was a good pass on that shot out there by Adam Lindsay.
Hey, if no answer for Kane Evans tonight. He's got 23 in the game. Mullen now gets it to Veggie. He'll shoot the three. It's hit two from there, but that one was an air ball and goes directly out of bounds. Back to the Hawks with 39 ticks to play in the quarter. We're in the third. They'll lob it into Lindsay. He'll walk it into the front court as the Owls have waved the white flag. They're just playing a little 2-3 zone. Evans in the near corner to Matheny. Matheny gets it out to Harvey. Harvey penetrates to the elbow to Lindsay. He's in rhythm from the corner. Back iron, no good. Genuine taps the rebound out. He'll fire again, Will Lindsay, and he finally gets it to go.
Hey, like we said, shooters shoot. You keep getting the ball out there wide open. You just as well let it rip.
What's the old saying? If at first you don't succeed, try again, right?
That's right.
Hopkins into the front court with 2, with 1. He'll get it away at the horn, and it's good. A three-pointer from the left wing as Ryder Hopkins drains that three-pointer. But the Hawks go to the huddle at the end of 3, up 67-26. Your fourth quarter's next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college, right here at home. From routine checkups to immunizations, we're equipped to handle all of your child's health needs. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just going to go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Owls have it as we start the fourth. Hubbard dribbles to the left block, has his shot partially blocked. It's loose on the floor. Evans will come up with it. He blocked it. He got it back to Genowine. Genowine up the left sideline. Spoonster right wing now to Solomons. His pass deflected. Spoonster makes a catch. Get it to Harvey. He'll drive the baseline to Evans in the paint. Shoots the layup. 25 for Kane Evans.
He does a great baseline drive by Harvey and just kind of let the defense come to him. He's able to dump that one off to Evans for an easy bucket.
69-26. Nice move, crossover dribble by Mullen, but his shot's blocked by Evans again.
Yeah, that's 2 blocks in a row on 2 possessions for Evans.
Hawks head the other way. Solomons now with it. He penetrates in. Nobody stops him. Genowine swats the rebound. It's loose. And Veggie will come up with it. Up the sidelines in front of the Silex bench to the window. His shot's no good. And the Hawks head the other way. Spoonster now. Up and down we go. Dribbles it to the right corner now. Gets it out to Harvey between the circles. Left wing to Genowine. He gets it in the short corner to Solomons. Evans cutting the bucket, but he missed the layup that time. One of the few he's missed. And the Owls will head the other way with 6:35 to play in the ball game.
That was really good offense by Clopton. They were able to get that ball to that short corner. Then they had Evans diving down the center of the lane. You know, that's a recipe for success if you can capitalize on that.
Mullins had a good look but missed the layup, and Genowine goes the other way. He converts the layup. He's got 8 for the game. And it's 71-26. Hawks still on top. Still playing man-to-man are the Hawks. Veggie from the corner 3, high arcer. It's no good. It's deflected out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Evans. Into the game now for Silex comes Lincoln Twellman and Caden Kuntz. Back in for the Owls is Luke Lindsay, or for the Hawks, I should say, is Luke Lindsay. Winfield leads Ellsbury 52-34 at the end of 3 over in the middle school gym. To the hoop goes Hopkins, and he makes a nice shot from the left side with the right hand in traffic. He's got 9.
Great take by Hopkins. We just need to see some more of that from the Silex offense.
Luke Lindsay gets it in the high post to Evans. Now to Adam Lindsay to Luke in the short corner. His 15-footer's no good. Evans is going to be whistled for an over-the-back foul, and you and I had a pretty clean look at that. There was not much contact there, but
yeah, little to none.
Evans is just about a head taller than the guy in front of him. But a whistle on the foul nonetheless. It's only the first foul on Kane Evans, and he'll take a seat after that as Larson Hall returns for the Hawks. Down to 4:45 in a continuous clock situation here in the fourth quarter. Caden Kuntz dribbles in. His shot's up off the window. Good. Count the bucket and the foul. And if it's on Hall, that'll be his third.
Yeah, Kuntz has been in, Caden Kuntz, he's been in foul trouble most of this game. So he's able to get back in here with 4 fouls and picks up a bucket. Let's see if he can finish the three-point play here for Silex.
The two Matheny's, Adam and James, along with Spoonster into the game now for the Hawks. Kuntz's free throw is good as he completes the three-point play. His only 3 points of the game so far. Spoonster now in front court to Adam Matheny. To Spoonster, high post to Lindsay. Back to Spoonster. He'll shoot the three. Front iron no good. On the rebound, and Matheny, his putback won't go. And he and Twellman tie up, and there's going to be a whistle. Is that going to be another over-the-back foul?
Yeah, I think that's going to just be one of those loose ball fouls. I think they're going to give that one to, I believe it's James Matheny.
You are correct. Third team foul. No team fouls on the Owls so far in this fourth quarter. Hopkins on the dribble now. Still dribbles around and tries to hand it off and turns it over. Spoonster picks up the loose ball steal. Gets it into the front court. Matheny now drives baseline, gets to the block. Tried to pass it inside. He was close enough. You're shooting that.
Yeah, you got to go up with that. Yeah, for sure.
I saw you play. You're shooting it.
He's trying to be a little unselfish there, dump it off to his teammate, but he was wide open down there on the baseline. You got to go up with that one.
Hawks get it back after the ball was deflected out of bounds by the Owls. James Matheny to the Hall as they whip it around the horn. Spoonster over to Adam Matheny. He throws it underneath. It's too hot to handle for Larson Hall, and the turnover will give it back to the Owls with 2:40 to play in the ball game. 71-31. Hawks in control. Led 26-10 at the end of the first quarter. Never looked back as Hopkins gets into the paint, but Hall swats his shot out of bounds. And the Owls will have it right side of the paint. On the baseline, Beggy to throw it in for the Owls. Looks, now gets it to Hopkins. He'll shoot a 16-foot fadeaway inside the key area. No good. Adam Matheny with the rebound. Hopkins steals that. Well, he can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's legal.
I'm guessing we're getting a 40-point referee now as he saved it, stepped out of bounds, ran out of bounds, ran back in bounds, and grabbed it himself.
And I'm not too sure he wasn't out of bounds still when he grabbed it after throwing it back into himself.
Foul on Adam Matheny, however, after all that. And now in comes mass substitutions. We've got a line change. Let's see if we can pick them up. Billy Baker into the game. Van Horn returns. Will Roberts and Micah Chesser for the Owls, as Coach Ethan Evans gives the second crew some time in this ball game. Chesser with it now, gets it to Kuntz. Kuntz dribbles into the lane, and he's going to be fouled by Matheny, and that's going to send us to the 2-foul bonus, as they're at 5 fouls. And
are they going to give that to James or Adam on that one? Looks like they're going to give
it to James. Yep.
Be number 2 for him. We still got the running clock here. We're down to pretty much to 50 seconds left, and Kuntz misses his first free throw here.
He'll get one more, however. Plenty of time. Still just 45 seconds to go in the game, so he won't have any problems completing these opportunities. He makes the second. And he'll take a seat now as Landon Watering will return for the Owls. 71-32 our score. And Spoonster's just going to walk it up. Let's see if Clopton just stays back and lets him run the clock out. I would guess that would be standard operating procedure. Down to 17 seconds. Spoonster still just dribbling right at the 28-foot mark. Yeah, he'll throw it over to Adam Matheny just to add some excitement to this final 15 seconds. And that's going to do it for the ball game. The Clopton Hawks are going to advance 71-32. They defeat the Silex Owls. Your postgame show's next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, Corey, not a real surprise, but it was all Hawks in this first game of the night.
Yeah, and that's typically, a 1 and 8 seed match in a tournament. And that's typically how you kind of expect it to go. And we talked about it before the game started, turnovers, and Silex just had way too many, and Clopton got way too many easy baskets.
They shot a bunch of layups in the ball game for sure, and that makes things quite a bit simpler. You got your scoring added up. Let's go ahead and run through that quickly here as we're getting ready to switch over to the second game.
Yep, we'll start with Silex here. Gage Hubbard, he had 2 for him. Landon Watry had 2. We had Caden Kuntz with 4. Chase Mullen with 6. And then Chase Vaghe and Ryder Hopkins both with 9 to lead the Silex scoring. And then we'll jump over here to Clopton, where Josh Harvey, he ended up having 6 tonight. Luke Lindsay with 4. Then we had Jordan Genowine with 8. Tucker Salmons with 9. Let's see here. Adam Lindsay with 16 with several threes that came his way. And then we had Kane Evans with 25 for the Clopton Hawks.
26-10 Hawks led at the end of one. They outscored the Owls 20-5 in the third, led 46-15 to 21-11 scoring advantage in the third. And just a 6-4 scoring advantage for the Owls actually in the fourth to get us to that final score of 71-32. Hawks raised their record to 12-5 on the season. Owls dropped to 4-11. They'll advance to this consolation side of the bracket, and Clopton will move to the championship side, playing the winner of the Winfield-Ellsbury game, and Winfield was ahead of that fairly handily late in that ball game. That's going to do it for the first game. We're going to take a break. We'll reset things here, and we'll be back with the Bowling Green Bobcats and the North Callaway Thunderbirds. Listen to Bowling Green Invitational, the 100th annual on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with a New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine. the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, welcome back to the 100th annual Bowling Green Tournament, and it is going to be brought to you by Bouquet Florist and Gift Shop, Hayden's Motorsports, Spring Valley Accounting, and Wood Smoke Meats.
Well, I'll tell you what, I walked across the court there, and I must be shrinking because there's a lot of big boys out there.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of size on this court out here right now.
So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with the keys to this ball game right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Final score from the middle school gym. Winfield defeats Ellsbury 67-45. So that'll set up a championship semifinal between the Hawks and Winfield at 5:30 on Thursday here at the high school gym. Silex and Ellsbury will square off at the same time in the consolation semi at 5:30 in the middle school gym. The keys to this ball game, well, for the Bowling Green Bobcats, they just need to keep doing what they do. They've got some size. They got a couple prolific scorers on their team. Looks like North Callaway's got a little size themselves, but if Bowling Green will just do what Bowling Green does, they should be fine in this ball game. And I kind of picked them as the dark horse to win this tournament because it always seems to me, and I think I mentioned this several times in the last week or so, Bowling Green teams seem to have a little more jump in their step in this tournament. I can remember at least once, if not twice, 2 6-seed Bowling Green teams getting to the championship game. So don't be surprised if as we're getting bombarded by shirts. and Corey's not going to take a shirt home. He's going to give it to a little kid. You just sold some insurance there, son, by doing that. We got the band going here as Bowling Green and North Callaway are both on the floor. Tonight's game, the Bowling Green tournament, I should say, the 100th annual anniversary coverage is brought to you by Williams Road and Repair and J&S Cattle Company. It's easy for me to say, right? Home Bank, Custom Work Salon and Training, Magruder Limestone Company, and Taste Affiliate, Williams Road Repair Shop, and J&S Cattle Company, Home Bank. Tongue-tied all of a sudden. Let's take a break and we'll come back with the starting lineups right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Pretty good crowd on hand here from the faithful from Bowling Green. A little sparse on the other side for North Callaway. Got the pep band rocking the house right now, and they'll have the national anthem, I would suspect, before this game. So give Brendan a heads up, be prepared for that. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for the Thunderbirds of North Callaway, come into tonight's game on a one-game losing streak. They are 6-8 on the season. Starting for them is senior number 1, C.J. Cunningham, a junior number 3, Dalton Brewer, a senior number 5, Levi Drake, a sophomore number 12, Jamarian Glover, and a sophomore number 25, Jacob Blevins. So it'll be Cunningham, Brewer, Drake, Glover, and Blevins for head coach Matt Miller. He's assisted by Joseph Mueller. They average 51 points a game and are giving up 54.8 points a game. Their last game was against the Hawks of Clopton. They lost 72-42. For the home team, the Bowling Green Bobcats. Starting for them tonight is a senior, 6 foot, number 24, Joaquin Aguilar. A 6 foot sophomore, number 5, Ryan Hall. A 6'4" senior, number 23, Jace Eskew. A 6'3" sophomore, number 22, Jack McDonald. And a 6'5" senior, number 34, Aiden Grody. So it'll be Aguilar, Hall, McDonald, Eskew, and Grody for head coach Andrew Martinson. He's assisted by Scott Brewer and Ryan Talkington. They are 10-3 on the season, got a one-game winning streak. The Bobcats average 53.5 points per game and are giving up 54.7. Their last game was at Veritas Christian. They won that game 66-54. That's the old O'Fallon Christian. For those of you that don't know, they changed names. These two teams didn't get their last meeting. They have met because they're conference foes, but this could be a good one, Corey. But if Bowling Green will do their thing, they should be fine.
Yeah, for sure. Bowling Green's just got a lot of athletes on their team, and they got Grody down there. He plays big down there on the low post when they can get him the ball down there, and also the athleticism, and when you have it in this area, it's really easy to win a lot of games just on pure athletes. So they've definitely got that going for them.
Thought I saw a news clip either late last night or this afternoon where Jace Eskew committed to Columbia College. Columbia College, one of the top NAIA teams in the country. They always have a good team, going all the way back to Bob Burchard being a coach. He's retired now. But that's a good spot for Jace Eskew to land. Going to take his basketball skills to Columbia. Columbia, not necessarily a bad place to live, is it?
No, it's not.
Both teams have gone to the huddles. I think we'll have the national anthem coming up here. Jim, they redid the floor several years ago, got the big BG right in the middle of the court. You go to the football games, I'm sure. I wish they'd put that BG back on the helmets in football. You know, they've got got the Bobcat on there, but you can't really see it because it's so thinned out and it gets banged up during the year.
Yeah, maybe you need to have a little talk with Matt Chance over there.
I don't think I have any pull with it. Well, I'm just throwing that out there. I just think it looks cooler with the big BG on there. You know who they are. We'll take a break. We're going to have the national anthem. We'll be back with the opening tip right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Nice national anthem by the Bowling Green Band. And the Bobcats will be, as the higher seed, the home team in their home white jerseys with red numbers and black trim. North Callaway, Hunter Green with white numbers and black trim. A little bit, I like Hunter Green because Central Methodist was Hunter Green when I played up there.
Yep, they've if they aren't the same, they're dang close.
So glad to have you with us. We'll try and keep track of the Vanfar Louisiana game, a 2-7 matchup over in the middle school. We may be a tick or two ahead of them since we had a continuous clock in the fourth quarter of the previous game. If you just joined us,
it's going to be a little bit different for me over here after that double overtime when the girls last night with Winfield and Silex. We were here for a few extra quarters.
Young single guy like he's okay. Old people like me, we need to get home and go to bed. If you're just joining us, the Clopton Hawks won the first game 71-32, while the Winfield Warriors defeated Ellsbury 67-45. So we're halfway through the first round, and we're about ready to go here from the high school gym. Andrew Martinson in his first year as the head coach of Bowling Green's got a good veteran bunch. Got a couple young players sprinkled in there as well, and Hall and McDonald. And they can shoot it. You can expect the bulk of the scoring to come from Eskew, Hall, and McDonald.
What do you think? What do you think Bowling Green's got to get going offensively? I just think that they can't come out and start trying to rely on the three ball. I think they've got to get aggressive real fast. Let's get into some of our sets. Let's really attack the basket with the athletes and with Grody down there on the block. Let's get him the ball. Let's do some other things other than sitting behind three-point line and trying to rain threes all night.
Jamarian Glover will jump center against Jace Eskew. Bowling Green will go from our right to our left if you're listening to us on the radio. And Mr. Garner throws it up, and it's a false start on the first one. We'll try it again. Both players tried to cheat and get that ball before it got to its peak. So we'll do it again. Now it's a good toss and a good tip, and Bowling Green controls the opening tip. Hall will run the offense for Bowling Green. Looks like North Callaway is going to come out in a 2-3 zone. McDaniel now to Hall on the left wing. Actually, is it a jump? No, they're playing straight up man. Hall penetrates in the lane, gets it down low to Grody, kicks it out to Aguilar. His three's off the mark. Grody on the offensive glass, though, for Bowling Green. Aguilar skips it to McDaniel, left wing. Now he ball fakes. Nowhere to go. Skips it right back over to Aguilar. Down low to Grody, and he's knocked down by Glover. Glover, a pretty good sized lad in his own right, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Looks like he probably goes about 6'4" as well. But he'll pick up his first foul. And the first foul on North Callaway. Get it into Eskew, and he tries to throw it inside. The deflector goes right back in his hands. Aguilar now to the far corner to Hall. He's going to penetrate in. Back to Aguilar. Aguilar finds Eskew on the left wing. Now in the near corner, McDonald. He's open for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Blevins for North Callaway. He'll bring it into the front court for the Thunderbirds in their first offensive possession of the game. Brewer now has it. Brewer on the dribble, guarded by Hall. Bowling Green straight up man as well. Back to Blevins. Nearly has it stolen away. Now to Cunningham. Cunningham builds ahead of Key, gets it back to Brewer. He'll shoot the three. Back iron, no good. Long rebound is going to be tracked down and saved in by Grody. Nice play by Aiden to track that down by the big fella. To Hall now. He'll slash down the paint. His shot won't go. Eskew on the rebound. His putback is good.
That's already 3 offensive rebounds by Bowling Green on this end. Starting out this first quarter, you like to see them be aggressive and go attack the glass like they're doing.
They have an overall size advantage, even though Glover's near the size of Grody. Glover has it on the right block now, dribbles it off his knee, but it's picked up by Cunningham. He'll penetrate in, left wing three on the way by Brewer. It's good. But check that, it was Drake, Levi Drake, with the three-pointer for
a high arcing three as well.
And North Callaway has their first lead of the game at 3-2. Eskew walks it across the timeline now to Hall. Back to McDaniel. To Hall. Hall on the right wing, dribbles in. He'll shoot it from 10. It's good. Had a defender on him, but got it to drop, and it's 4-3. Now a little token full court man pressure by the Bobcats. Levi Drake thought it may have dribbled it off his foot, but they're going to say it's off of Eskew.
If it didn't go off the North Callaway player, it was dang close.
Nonetheless, the officials say it's green ball, so North Callaway has it. Cunningham now gets it to Blevins. Blevins drills to the left elbow, kicks it to Drake. He'll drive baseline amongst the trees, tries to get it to Glover, pops free, back to Blevins. He'll penetrate in, kicks it out to Drake. His shot's short from 15 feet. And Hall with the rebound. He'll kick it ahead to Eskew. Eskew goes to the glass, and he's going to pick up a blocking foul. They'll call the foul on the floor, however. And that's going to go on Dalton Brewer, I believe. His first, team's second. And Hall will throw it in left side of the paint on the baseline. Gets it to Grody outside the arc to Eskew, back to Hall. They get a pick and roll for two from Grody, and Hall will drain the three. It kind of slid in the side door there, and it's 7-3 Bowling Green.
It's just one of those quick hitter inbounds plays. If you're North Callaway, you got to see that Bowling Green likes to run that play on the below the block there when they have the out of bounds play.
Cunningham penetrates in. His runner with the left hand won't go. Eskew with the rebound. Gets it into the front court, but the defense gets back for North Callaway. Hall now has it to Eskew.
Are they running like an extended 3-2 right now? Is that what the defense is?
I don't know. Three's off the mark now. Hall will fire the three. Eskew misses, but Hall does not, and Matt Miller wants a timeout. 10-3, Bowling Green leads at 4:26 to play in the first. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex. Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
2-3 start for Bowling Green. They lead it out of the timeout. Little full court man pressure this time. And long pass is caught by Blevins into the front court. Drills into trouble, gets it into Glover, and his shot's up and good. Nice look that time by Jacob Blevins. Dropped it over the top. And Glover had an easy finish at the glass.
Yeah, Jace went for a steal. It was just kind of a high risk, high reward deal there, and he wasn't able to get it, and they were able to get an easy bucket. North Callaway was down here on this side of the floor.
Hall's shot from 15 in and out, no good. Hayden Grody with the rebound off the offensive glass and scores. And it's 12-5. Back comes North Callaway. They're not going to run much in this ball game, I don't believe. They like to play it in the half court. Blevins gets it in the near corner to Drake. His three's off the mark, no good. McDonald with the rebound. He'll push the pace. Everybody's back, however. Gets it in the far corner to Aguilar. He'll penetrate in to the block. Skips it near corner to McDonald. He'll shoot the three. It's good. Jack McDonald with the third three of the night for the Bulldogs, or the Bobcats, I should say. They lead it by 10, 15-5. Against the full court pressure, no problem. Now Blevins shoots the three. He's got one from the right wing for North Callaway.
That was a big response there by Jacob Blevins to knock that down, kind of silences Bowling Green crowd. That was.
Aguilar has it open from the corner. He shoots an air ball. Caught by Grody, kicks it to McDaniel. His three's on the way, no good. Now we've got a whistle on the rebound. And who's it going to be on? I think it's going to be on Aguilar.
You are right. Aguilar's going to pick up his first foul. I think he just trying to get in there and get in a position and just shove the guy out of the way, and you can't do that out here.
Oliver Niemeyer will come in for Bowling Green, as does Austin Brown, Clayton Moore, and Caleb Sheets for North Callaway. Brown with it to Glover. On the left wing now to Blevins. Head of the key to Moore. Moore gets it to Glover. He'll shoot it from 16. It's good.
That was a pretty good set. There was quite a few back screens and definitely several bodies moving down there in that post, and Glover was able to pop out of there and get a wide open shot at the kill zone.
McDaniel gets it down low to Niemeyer, and he scores an easy bucket as North Callaway's defense took a little nap that time. And it's 17-10. Blevins in the near corner to Brown. Brown puts it on the floor, gets it to Glover at the head of the key. Glover left wing to Blevins now. Back to Moore. Moore right side to Glover. Glover will put it on the floor. He gets to the block, and Oliver Niemeyer, he called traveling. Niemeyer did all the bodying he could, and just enough not to get away with it, but forced the turnover.
And I believe that's the first turnover of the night so far by both teams. Or do you got any other turnovers?
I've got two for North Callaway.
Two?
Yep. Back comes Eskew, splits the defense, drops it down to Niemeyer, and he'll shoot the layup. Broke the defense down, did Jace Eskew, and left Oliver Niemeyer wide open for a layup, and it's 19-10 Cats. 1:26 to play in the first. Into the front court they come. Sheets with it. Right wing now to Brown. They play a little pitch and catch. Brown will drive to the block. His short arm shot's short. Niemeyer with the rebound and gets it to Hall. Hall up the left sideline. Nobody's picked him up yet. He gets it to Glover, and he's going to be whistled for the travel.
Yep, just kind of shuffled the feet. You got to go off one, land on two down there. Just kind of shuffled him a little bit before he was able to get that shot up.
Drake will return, and Zach Craighead will come in for the first time for North Callaway. So it looks like Matt Miller plays a bunch of guys. 9, maybe 10 altogether.
Well, they've got plenty of guys on their roster here.
They sure do. They've got a lot on there that I didn't put on my sheet.
Me too.
Off to the left side now to Sheets. Sheets penetrates in, tries to force it down low. Stolen by Eskew. He'll get it ahead to McDaniel. McDaniel puts it up off the window. It's no good. Rebound to Craighead. Back comes North Callaway in the deep corner, shot for three, off the mark by Sheets, and on the rebound, we got a whistle and a foul. And I think it'll be on the putback. Clayton Moore will go to the line. We'll see who they whistle for the foul.
They're going to get Jack McDaniel with that foul. Just was fighting for position and couldn't get to where he wanted to go. And that's going to send Moore to the free throw line, and he knocks down the first one.
2 team fouls each as Aguilar return, and Jack McDaniel will take a break for Bowling Green with 21.9 to go. Second free throw is good as well. And it's 19-11. Let's see if Bowling Green wants to play for one with 16 seconds. Hall taking his time, gets to Aguilar in front of the North Callaway bench. They play a little catch with Eskew. Now back to Hall. Lob pass to Eskew for the dunk. Oh my, what a look that was. Nice pass by Hall, and Eskew finished with a two-handed jam, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. They finish with a bang, do the Bobcats. 21-12, they lead it. You're listening to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
21-12 as Bowling Green finished with a bang. A nice lob, backdoor cut, and two-handed jam on the lob by Jace Eskew. And if you wanted to go to the huddle with a little energy, that'll do it.
That's right. That's one of those plays that, you know, Kansas has been, the University of Kansas has been notorious for running, especially back when they had Ben McLemore, who's a St. Louis native, just run that back screen and come along that baseline, and they throw that opposite side alley-oop, and they great pass from Hall to get it to Eskew, and great finish.
North Callaway has it as we start the second quarter. Blevins step-through shot is good. He's got 5. Let's see who's in the game. It looks like the original starters are back in for North Callaway. It's Hall, Aguilar, Niemeyer, Eskew, and Fairchild for Bowling Green. Hall gets it to the right elbow, spins into the paint, turnaround jumper from 15 is no good. Glover with the rebound, got away with the travel after he got the rebound. And they'll head the other way. Blevins in the near corner to Cunningham. Cunningham with the left hand, headed the key to Brewer. He'll fire the three. It rattles in and out, no good. Eskew on the glass. He'll take the dribble across the timeline now. Right side to Hall. High post to Aguilar. He's got some room now. The triple team collapses. Fairchild open from the corner. It's good. Xander Fairchild with a high arcing three. And it's 24-14, matching the biggest lead of the game at 10. And deflected from behind by Hall, and it's going to go out of bounds as Brewer, I believe, was penetrating, but knocked out. Into the game, check that Hank Welch as Niemeyer will take a break for Bowling Green. Brewer triggers it in for North Callaway. Check it was Drake, and he throws it away. Stolen by Hall. Hall ahead to Fairchild, and he'll make the layup. So Xander Fairchild comes in, has 6 or 5 already, and it's 26-14. Bowling Green leads, 6:20 to play in the half. Drake now gets it to Blevins. Eskew loses his balance and did everything he could to keep from falling on Blevins, but got whistled for the foul nonetheless.
Yeah, no, as an aware guard, you just got to sit there and just kind of let him knock you over to try to draw the foul on that one.
his first foul. They get it inbounds. Drake on the dribble now. Gets to the far sideline to Brewer. Brewer back to Drake. They're trying to get it inside. Swatted away by Welch to Eskew. Eskew heads the other way. He'll put up the layup, and it won't go. And the foul is going to go on Drake, I believe.
Great defense down here on this end by number 35, Hank Welch. He set that one up for Eskew to be able to grab that and take it down. And let's see if he can knock down both of these free throws and make it count.
Where's number 23? That's a rather familiar number in the NBA, is it not?
Oh, I don't know. Only a few people that were decent at basketball were, right?
Yeah, two people that create the biggest argument in NBA basketball right now of who's the greatest, right?
You're right.
Eskew 1 for 2, but Hall gets the offensive rebound, so Bowling Green remains in possession. Hall open for 3, left wing. That's short, no good. Eskew bats the rebound, but it falls into the hands of Blevins of North Callaway. He'll head the other way, under 6 minutes to play in the quarter. To Cunningham. Cunningham hands it off to Blevins. He'll pull up from 3. No good. Welch with the rebound. Good job by Hank. He'll hand it back to Hall. They're just going to slow it down now. They don't have the break. No need to get in any great rush, huh? Set up your offense and get a good look. Eskew on the left wing. To Fairchild to Hall. Hall penetrates to the right block. His runner's up. No good. Blevins with the rebound.
That was a great defense by Glover to step over and disrupt that shot by Hall.
Ball goes inside to Glover. His shot won't go. He gets his own rebound. Then it has it blocked from behind by Hall, and Welch will pick up the loose ball. Hall now with a little push to Aguilar on the far sideline. Kicks it to Fairchild. He'll shoot the 3 from the left wing. Good. He was running the other way after he let that go. He knew it was good. He's got 8 already, and it's 30-14. 16, the biggest lead of the game for the Cats. Down to 4:50 to play in the half. Brewer open for 3 right wing, and he answers with a 3 for North Callaway.
They were needing a bucket pretty bad there.
So far, they've had an answer to keep this from getting out of hand. Aguilar hands it off to Hall. Hall now at the head of the key to Eskew left wing. He gets to the rim and tries to jam it over Glover, but it won't go.
That would have been a pretty nasty one there.
That would have been posterizing, as they like to say, the kids do. But he missed it. Now they lob it in to Glover on the left block. Back to Drake. He'll shoot the 3. It's an air ball, and Hall makes the catch. And Coach Andrew Martinson wants the timeout. We'll take a break as well. 30-17, Bowling Green on top. 4:11 to play in the half. We're in the second quarter. You're listening to the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
30-17, our score after the timeout. Bowling Green has the lead and the ball. Welch has it between the circles. Nearly has it stolen away. It is going to go off his fingertips. I've got that as the 3rd turnover on Bowling Green.
Yeah, just got a little lackadaisical there. You got to still be strong with the ball. Just a little swipe from the defense, was able to knock it out of his hand, and ultimately went off his foot. Now we got North Carolina. Now we got North Callaway with the ball here, and let's see. I believe that was
Austin Brown, I think, with 2, who checked in during the timeout.
It's a quick bucket for the Thunderbirds.
Welch now with it between the circles, gets it inside to Aguilar. He'll just throw it up, and Eskew's there for the jam. Oh, my. Oh. Welch just threw it up, and Eskew got it with 2 hands that time, and Thunder dumped it.
Yeah, he was well above the rim on that one.
Yes, he was. Mercy. That caught me off guard.
I thought Aguilar was just kind of throwing that one up there for a shot, and
I did too. Glover gets in the paint now for North Callaway. There's going to be a whistle and a foul on the floor.
They're going to get Ryan Hall on the foul there. There was 2 other defenders there that could have been called for that foul, but Ryan Hall's going to be charged with it.
Aiden Grody will return. Welch will take a seat for the Cats. I don't know why I want to keep calling them dogs. I had them last night, not tonight.
Well, it's better than North Carolina.
Blevins in the paint, shoots a 10-foot turnaround off the back iron. Grody with the rebound. He'll get it to McDowell. And they'll head the other way with Hall up the left side, and now Eskew in the near corner, back to Hall. Hall between his legs, gets it in the high post. McDowell wasn't paying attention. It goes through everybody, and Grody will pick it up. Gets it out to Aguilar. He'll shoot the 3, right wing. It's off the mark. Eskew tried to jam that one home, too, but it goes out of his.
I think Jason's just on a mission tonight to dunk anything and everything he can.
He's certainly got the springs loaded in his legs. That is for sure. Zach Craighead checks in for North Callaway, as does Clayton Moore, along with Caleb Sheets. Sheets now nearly loses handle. Now they get it in the front court. Off to Brown. Brown in the low post area, but it's going to go off of McDaniel, I believe, back to North Callaway. Moore had the block taken care of, but they couldn't quite get it to him. 2:35 to play and a half, 32-19. Bowling Green on top. Sheets gets it inbounds. They give it right back to him. He'll shoot a 2-pointer from the corner. No good. Grody with the rebound for Bowling Green. He's done a good job on the boards tonight. Up quickly to McDowell on the right wing. He gets a pick from Grody off to Eskew. Eskew skips it back to McDowell. He's open for 3, right wing. That's off the window, no good. Rebound to Hall. He'll put it back and score. Ball bounced around and touched 3 or 4 people before Hall grabbed it. He's got 10.
Lots of Bowling Green Bobcats down there looking to get those offensive rebounds, and it's paying off big time for them right here with this early lead.
34-19 as a 3-pointer by Blevins is on the way, and he knocks it down.
He's had a couple big shots for North Callaway here.
Yeah, he stopped the bleeding several times. 2 times actually with 3s. Still a 12-point lead. Eskew kicks it to the left wing to Hall. He'll fire a 3. It's good. Everybody's heating up now, as Hall leads all scorers with 13 in the ball game and 1:34 to play in the half. 37-22, Bowling Green on top. Shoots across the timeline, guarded by Aguilar to the left wing. Gets it in the high post area, or the head of the key, I should say. And they whip it down inside to Moore, and he'll make the bucket. And Matt Miller immediately calls a timeout. It'll be a full timeout this time. We'll step aside as well. 1:18 to play in the half. 37-24 Bowling Green. Listen to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
37-24, Bowling Green leads it. 1:18 to play here in the first half. They've led by as many as 16 in this first half. North Callaway has never led in this ball game. After the Thunderbird timeout, Bowling Green has it. Hall on the dribble to Grody outside the arc. As they get it inside now to Hall, to Grody. He's wide open, makes the layup.
Didn't get any easier than that. All the defense claps down on Hall. He was able to finally find a seam to get that ball to Aiden Grody for a nice, easy layup.
Brendan Sheridan checked in during the timeout for Bowling Green. Dalton Brewer in the paint. He's in trouble. Skips it to the near corner. That's Brown. He'll shoot the 3. It's short. Eskew with the rebound. He'll look to run. Numbers are back. Doesn't matter. He gets it to Grody. Grody gets to the window. His shot's off the mark. And the rebound's going to go off of McDaniel, they say, back to North Callaway. 34 ticks to play here in the half. 39-24. Blevins now will take his sweet time walking it up the court as Coach Miller barks out his instructions as to what he wants him to run. Would seem they may play for the final shot unless they get something really good. Brown now with it. Back to Brewer. Brewer between the circles with 13 seconds. Guarded by McDaniel. Spins around, will hand it to Blevins. Blevins with Eskew on him. Gets to the left elbow. Now the left wing. Three by Brewer is short. Gordy with the rebound. Down to two, down to one. 2/3 of a foot shot. And it hits the projector on the ceiling. And that'll do it for the first half of action. A good half it was. The Bowling Green Bobcats go to the locker room on top. 39-24 over the North Callaway Thunderbirds. Your halftime show's next on Eagle 102 Sports.
The Eagle 102 Sports halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Are you a farmer looking to grow your operation? At Home Bank, we've got you covered. Whether you're planting for the season, upgrading machinery, or expanding your farm, we offer flexible loan options with competitive rates so you can focus on what matters most, growing your farm and your future. Visit us at myhomebank.bank or stop by and see me, Haley Weibel, at our Bowling Green location. Your farm's future starts with Home Bank. Member FDIC.
Service and Supply Co-op in Bowling Green would like to wish all the area teams good luck this season. For the area farmers, Service and Supply Co-op has a wide range of services to meet your agricultural needs. So stop in on your way to the game. Service and Supply Co-op in Bowling Green, 17107 Pike 488.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
21-12 scoring advantage for the Cats at the end of the first quarter. They outscored North Callaway 18-12 in the second, and they lead it 39-24 at half. They've led by as many as 16 in this game. Corey, Bowling Green's done what they wanted and add in 3 highlight reel donks from Jace Eskew.
Yeah, and one that would, if it would have went down, that would have been one of the better dunks I've seen at the high school level.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and he missed 2, right?
You're right. You're right. But no, Bowling Green's been able to get out. They've been able to get in their sets, and they haven't always settled for a lot of the outside shots. However, they have shot several from the outside, and there's been 3 or 4 different guys for Bowling Green that have been able to knock down a 3-point shot, which, North Callaway, they came out, and we were trying to figure it out. I think it was an extended 3-2, and Bowling Green was able to knock down several 3-pointers and kind of got them out of that defense that they were trying to run.
Very good first half for the Bobcats. They lead at 39-24. We'll be back with the halftime scoring right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Did you know you can earn money by harvesting wild plants? Hi, I'm Craig Barnes with Barnes Roots and Herbs. We're south of Eolia, and we buy wild harvested plant products like sassafras leaf, walnuts, golden seal, ginseng, and many more. For more information and a list of what we're buying, visit us on Facebook or you can call us at 636-205-4333. Barnes Roots and Herbs, 636-205-4333. Money does grow on trees.
According to a recent opinion poll, the one thing that gets people upset the most is paying through the teeth for automotive repairs. Boland Automotive Group hears your concerns. Boland Service Department deliver quality service at a fair price. It's like discovering gold. With the most sensitive testing equipment and superior skill, Boland Service Departments deliver solid gold satisfaction. At Boland Automotive Group in Bowling Green and Hannibal, there's no room for anything less than perfect.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
39-24 our score at half as they're recognizing people in the stands who participated in the Bowling Green tournament. And then they started by years and ended up in the 50s. And I think they had 2 people in the 50s, 57 and 56. So they're just trying to decide who's the oldest person here is what it boils down to. 39-24 our score. And Corey, you've got the scoring for us.
I sure do. We'll start with North Callaway, Austin Brown with 2. And then we've got Dalton Brewer and Levi Drake both with 3. We got Clayton Moore and Glover with 4 apiece. And then to lead the scorers there, we got Jacob Blevins, who's got 8. And then we'll jump over to the Bowling Green side. Jack McDaniel with 3. And we got both Oliver Niemeyer and Aiden Grody with 4. Then we'll go to Jace Eskew with 7. Xander Fairchild, who got hot right there and hit a couple threes and knocked down another 2. He's got 8 for that first half. And then to lead all scorers, we got Ryan Hall with 11.
In the middle school, Van Far leads Louisiana 24-11. That's about midway through the second quarter here. We're at the half. And Bowling Green leads it 39-24 if you're just joining us. The earlier games tonight, Clopton, the number 1 seed, took care of Silex 71-32. And Winfield, the 4 seed, had a pretty easy time with Ellsbury, actually, as they won that game by the final score of 67-45. Let's set up tomorrow night for you as we'll switch back to the girls bracket. On tomorrow night, it'll be semifinal night on the consolation side of the bracket at 5:30 in the middle school gym. North Callaway will take on Van Far. At 7 o'clock, Winfield will take on the host Bowling Green Club. On the championship side of the bracket at 5:30, Louisiana and Ellsbury will square off. They just played about 10 days ago, I think. And then at the 7 o'clock game, the Clopton Hawks, the number 1 seed, will face Silex, who won a double overtime game in the first round over Winfield, 72-68. The Clopton-Silex rivalry will be remembered there, and that'll be at 7 o'clock. Championship games for the girls are on Friday night, 4:30, 6, and 7:30. And they'll be on Saturday night for the boys. Actually, they'll do it start in the afternoon for the boys. They'll play at 3, 4:30, and 6 on Saturday night. 39-24 our score here. Bowling Green leads it at the half. We'll be back for the second half after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work at your place, there's only one name to remember, McMailer. McMailer & Sons, Backhoe and Excavating of Silex, offers septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Just give them a call for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hoe. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build lakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons, Backhoe and Excavating in Silex.
Spring Valley Accounting Services of Silex reminds you taxes don't have to be taxing. Denise and Nancy are here to help you with your taxes and are up to date with the newest tax codes. Plus, they offer a full range of accounting services including payroll, general ledger, invoice preparation, year-end closings, business startup consultation, notary service, and much more. Spring Valley Accounting Services, professional and confidential tax preparation you can trust. Call 573-384-5088 for more info or stop by 175 Sitten Branch Road in Silex.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
100th anniversary coverage of the Bowling Green Tournament is brought to you by Mimi's Pantry, law offices of Briscoe and Brannon, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Kayla Caldwell, Service and Supply Co-op, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center, where everybody from Pike Lincoln goes to get their tech school. Tech school's been there a long time. They've had some growth down there, added a building after a fire.
Yes, and it's getting more and more popular, you know, as the years are coming along here.
Well, sure, the trades are in desperate need, especially in some of these small towns. You can't find an HVAC guy or a plumber. So, yeah, go get your trade craft and learn that, and you'll
have all the business that you want. Yeah,
more than you want, because most everybody, I'm sure you're the same way, most everybody that's in that business that you talk to, they're covered up.
Yes.
It takes a while sometimes for them to get to you. So we're about ready to go here in the second half. Bowling Green will move from our left to our right on your radio dial in the second half. Looks like the original starting lineups, maybe not. Yeah, this is going to be Cunningham, Brewer, Drake, Glover, and Blevins. So the original starting lineup for North Callaway: Hall, Aguilar, Eskew, McDonald, and Grody for Bowling Green. So they're original starters as well. And Bowling Green will have it to start the second half, leading by 15-16, their biggest lead of the ball game. Eskew has it now, guarded by Cunningham. To Hall, left wing to McDaniel. McDaniel will penetrate in. His shot won't go. Grody on the rebound. It won't go. McDonald gets it back, though, however. Skip pass from Aguilar to Hall. Right wing three. Good. I think it's a diamond and two. They're playing man on Eskew and Hall.
Yep, you're right.
Is what North Callaway is trying to do, but that's putting them in a bad spot in terms of offensive rebounds as Bowling is dominating the board.
Yeah, Aiden Grody is absolutely tearing it up down there, and what a big shot there by Dalton Brewer to keep his team within 15 here.
Hit a three-pointer on a pass from Blevins, and it's 42-27. Hall back to the head of the key, penetrates down the paint, kicks it back to McDaniel. He's open for three, head of the key, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Glover this time for North Callaway. Up quickly to Drake. Drake now back to Cunningham, right wing to Blevins. Blevins guarded by Eskew, penetrates in, hands it off to Drake. Drake will pull up from the right elbow, 15-footer, drops. About pinned against the backboard and rim, and then crawled in.
Yeah, he had no rotation on that shot. That's the only reason that ball went in. It just kind of hit the back and stopped. Just a forced pass there. Was able to save it. What a catch by
Aguilar. Yeah, threw it and bounced almost out of bounds, and they saved it in bounds to save the turnover. Hall has it now. To the head of the key to Aguilar, left wing to McDaniel. McDaniel to Eskew. Eskew to Aguilar. Aguilar, had Grody. Now he's going to get it to him on the block. The double team comes and is stolen from behind by Drake. Drake will get it ahead. Layups up and no good by Brewer, and Bowling Green with the rebound. That's McDaniel to Hall. Off they go. 3-on-3 break. Hall kicks it to Aguilar. Open three from the right wing. Good. Aguilar had a tough shooting night so far. He got one to go here. Maybe that'll get him going in the second half. And it's 45-29. Into the front court for the Thunderbirds. One of my favorite nicknames is Cunningham. He throws it over to Brewer. He spins out of trouble, gets it to Drake. His high arcing three's no good. And it's Eskew on the loose. Tries to dribble through the double team, loses the handle. Stolen by North Callaway. Back they come. Drake will have his shot blocked, but Glover's there to clean it up. And his putback's up and good. He's got 6.
A little sloppy there.
Yeah, you got to just take care of the basketball a little bit. That's already 3 turnovers. That matches what they had in the entire first half.
Yep.
We've only played 3 minutes of the third quarter. Inside to Aguilar. He ball fakes. He's in amongst the trees. His little left-handed step through's good. Joaquin with 5. And it's 47-31. North Callaway unable to get over the hump so far. They make a little run, but Bowling Green's then had the answer. North Callaway's been good enough not to let Bowling Green run away with this thing. Bowling Green now looks like they're playing a little 3-2 zone. Cunningham with it. Right side now to Brewer. He'll shoot a three. It's good. Dalton Brewer with his third three-pointer of the game. Second in the second half. He's got 9. Down to 4:20 to play in the third. Inside to Aguilar. He's all alone. Turns around, shoots, and it goes.
Yeah, he caught the ball in the middle of the paint there. Nobody stepped up to defend him, and until he finally turned around and faced the basket, he didn't realize how wide open he was.
Exactly. Cunningham open for 3. Man, that's a high archer. It won't go. Off-ball rebound by North Callaway. Yeah, gets it to Drake. Now back to all the way around to Blevins. He'll shoot the 3, and it goes. So North Callaway lighting it up from 3 in the second half. That's their third. And the lead down to 12. McDaniel to Aguilar, gets it in the mid-post area to Hall. His shot's good, and he's going to be whacked on the arm by Drake, I believe. And Ryan Hall will get an and-one opportunity for the Bobcats.
Yeah, whenever Bowling Green gets that ball down there in the paint to their top guy that flashes across in this offense, a lot of good things are coming. Either the defender's stepping up or they're not, and they're getting a wide-open look, or they can dump it off down to Grody or one of the bigs down there on the post.
Clayton Moore checks in for Glover. Hall misses the free throw. And Blevins with the rebound for the Thunderbirds. Down to 3:35 to play in the third. Bowling Green still on top, 51-37. Far corner, and then the skip pass by Drake is too tall for anybody. Hits the net and goes all the way out of bounds on the other side of the court.
Yeah, he let that one go, and he fired that ball too. Just sailed a little high on him.
Yeah, it definitely had some heat on it. Back come the Bobcats, leading by 14. Hall between the circles now. Back to Aguilar. Inside to Eskew. He drops it down to Grody. He makes a little space and scores a layup. Good job by Aiden using his body.
Just really good high-low movement there.
And it's 53-37. Bowling Green in a little 1-3-1 look this time. They get it down low to Moore. His shot's partially blocked. Gets it back. His putback won't go as it's partially blocked by Grody, but they're going to whistle Aiden for a foul. That'll be his first, and that'll send Clayton Moore to the charity stripe for the first time in the second half. He's 2 for 2 back in the first quarter. And another one of the seniors for North Callaway as he knocks it down. He'll get a second.
Grody for Bowling Green is going to take a seat, and Niemeyer is going to check in for him.
And for North Callaway is Austin Brown. As the second free throw is good by Moore, so he's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's got 6 for the game. And the lead remains at 14. Eskew gets it down inside to Niemeyer. His shot won't go, but he's going to be fouled from behind. And Oliver Niemeyer will go to the charity stripe for the first time.
And Levi Drake for North Callaway is going to pick up the foul. I believe that's going to be his second foul of the night.
Niemeyer's first is off the mark and no good. He'll get a second. 2:42 to play in the third. Next shot by Niemeyer is good, so he'll split the pair. And it's 54-39 with 2:35 to go in the quarter. Brown with it now, gets it back to Brewer. To Blevins. Now to Drake. They try and lob it inside. It's batted around. It's going to go out of bounds off of Bowling Green, I believe. At the half from the middle school, Vanfar leads Louisiana 40-19. Whew. So they're chatting it up. Somebody got banged, looking to see if he's got blood or not on him, I think. It looks like maybe Moore might have got hit. It's North Callaway's ball right at the end of their bench over in the far corner. Tana Sanders with a close-up picture as they throw it in, and Aguilar fouls Moore immediately. Just the second team foul in the quarter. So the Thunderbirds will have it underneath their own basket right side of the paint. Triggered it in is Drake. It's deflected by Blevins into the back court, and are they going to say, who are they going to say it's off of? They're going to say it's off of Eskew. Eskew tried to get there. He's wanting a breakaway dunk so bad he can taste it. I can kind of taste it too,
Yeah,
actually.
it's going to happen here in the second half. It's just a matter of when.
So the ball goes back to North Callaway. Drake on the dribble off the pick and roll, drops it off to Brewer. He gets into paint, finds a wide open Clayton Moore, and he'll shoot the layup. 54-41, under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Aguiar gets it to Hall. Hall lobs it to Niemeyer. He makes the catch on the far block to Aguiar in the far corner. It's no good. Niemeyer tips out the rebound. Aguiar gets it, gives it back
Great
to Niemeyer.
pass.
He'll shoot the layup and misses it, but we got a whistle and a foul. Got a little push in the back that time, I think. And Oliver Niemeyer will go back to the free throw line with 2 shots. Foul is going on Clayton Moore, his first. Niemeyer wears number 33, and he makes the first. He'll get a second as Scherder steps in for the first time, along with Fairchild for Bowling Green. A couple more subs in for North Callaway. Zach Craighead comes back in. Glover comes back in, as does Caleb Sheets. And Niemeyer drains them both. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. The lead back to 15 at 56-41. Down to a minute 35 to play. Sheets left wing to Brown. Brown to Glover in between the circles. Right wing to Sheets. Sheets guarded by Hall. Backs up, gets it to Glover. Glover steps through, fires a 16-footer. It's good.
You know, he's got a really good shot, and they haven't given him very many opportunities to kind of get to where he can knock some of those shots down, because he's got a really smooth shot. Jace Eskew with a 3, kind of rattles in and out. Niemeyer with the offensive board. He goes up. Great defense by Glover. Now we got North Callaway on the attack.
Back comes North Callaway. Sheets gets it off to Cunningham. Cunningham head of the key now to Craighead. Craighead has it swatted away. Here goes Eskew. Look out below. One-handed jam.
Hey, you said you could taste it as well, and there it is.
You could just feel it was coming, couldn't you? 58-43. Cunningham on the dribble now, gets into the paint. His runner from 10 is good. Put it off the glass, did C.J. Cunningham. And it's 58-45. Counts just the same as that dunk, doesn't it? Just not as much fun. Under 20 seconds to play here in the quarter. Scherder has it on the right wing, gets it inside to Fairchild. Fairchild throws it away, stolen away by Sheets. Sheets heads the other way with 11 seconds. A little fade away from 10's no good. On the glass is Craighead. His shot won't go. They get it out to Eskew. Down to 2, down to 1. He'll get to the glass. It won't go. And that'll do it for the quarter. He switched over to the left hand. Probably should have just taken it hard with the right hand. But nonetheless, the Bobcats go to the huddle at the end of 3, leading 58-45 over North Callaway. Your fourth quarter is next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done. The team at Mike Henry Excavating offers a large selection of services, such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season from Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Away with a long 3, and here goes Eskew again. He'll jam another one. It's a Jace SQ dunk fest here in this ball game. That's his 4th or 5th dunk. I've lost count now. Glover back up and under for North Callaway. He'll score it. And Matt Miller wants a timeout to settle his troops down. 60-47, Bowling Green leads it. Listen to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
Illness can happen anytime or anywhere, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Urgent Care provides friendly, expert, affordable care with short wait times and no appointment is necessary. When you need care, remember Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Timeout. Bowling Green has the ball. Hall with it now. 60-43. They haven't put this away yet. Schroeder gets it inside. His shot won't go. It's tipped out, but Schroeder was out of bounds. Jumped up in there, and you can't do that. So that'll give it back to North Callaway. They haven't had it below 10 for quite some time. They want to get it to below 10 with 5 minutes or less, and then they're in this game.
Yeah, North Callaway's been getting really good looks on the offensive side over here, so Bowling Green's got to get some active hands and try to not give up. Yeah, try not to give up any of the easy ones.
Stolen by SQ. He gets it at the head of the key now for Bowling Green. They'll reset the offense, and he has it swatted away. 5th turnover for Bowling Green in the second half.
Great defense there by Fairchild to strip that ball. Hall on the fast break. He's got numbers with Owen, or throws it up to Niemeyer, and his shot was blocked.
Back comes North Callaway. They get it off to Drake, and his finger roll won't go, and it's out of bounds off of North Callaway, they say. A little up and down action. Jack McDowell will return. Schroeder will take a seat for the Cats. With 6:31 to play in the game. 60-47, Bowling Green still leads by 13. Fairchild gets it in the post to SQ, right wing to Hall. Open for 3, back to the rim, no good. That may have hit the shot clock. McDaniel can't come away with the rebound. Blevins does for North Callaway, so they've got a chance to get it to 10 with the 3. Down to 6:05 to play. Blevins hands it off to Drake. Drake dribbles all the way around the lane, gets it up a high off the window, no good. Hall with the rebound for Bowling Green. He'll slow things down now with 5:55 to go in the ball game.
Hall's just one of them guards. He can do a little bit of everything. He can work it down in the post if he needs to, and he ain't afraid to get in there and get some of those rebounds.
He penetrates in the paint, kicks it back to McDaniel. McDaniel left wing to Fairchild. He'll dribble out and hand it to SQ. SQ between the circles now. Gets it inside to Niemeyer. Back to McDonald. Open 3 for the left wing, and his McDaniel's shot won't fall. Blevins with the rebound. So Bowling Green's gone cold here as of late. Up comes North Callaway quickly, and Hall runs into Brewer. No foul call. Blevins 3 from the right wing is no good. Hall with the rebound, and now we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor, and then Bowling Green wants a timeout. This will be a full timeout. 60-47, Bowling Green leads it. 5:15 to play in the game. It's the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
Cupid says you can fall in love this Valentine's Day with Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana. We're giving you a chance to win prizes that'll make your heart skip a beat. Grand prize is dinner for 2 and a romantic overnight stay at our Eagles Nest Inn. Second prize is dinner and flowers at our prime fireside table. Third prize is dessert paired with wine and a Gambino's gift card. To enter our free drawing, just visit and sign up now through February 6th. Every visit earns a 1 per day entry, and joining our loyalty program can boost your chances. Rules available in store. Winners to be drawn and notified February 7th. Happy Valentine's Day from Gambino's, 3rd in Georgia, downtown Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Little EMO conference news for you. Montgomery County wins their first round game of the Herman Tournament over Wright City 84-21. Andrew Moore scored his 1,500th point of his career, and Clayton Parker scored his 2,000th point of his career. So congratulations to those guys. Had a chance to see Montgomery County play here at Bowling Green last week. They are the real deal. Look for them to go far in the postseason. Back here, Bowling Green has it out of the timeout. North Callaway in some sort of junk defense. They get it to Aguilar. He'll penetrate in off the window. It's no good. And Glover with the rebound for the Thunderbirds. He nearly throws it out of bounds. It's saved in by Blevins. Back to Glover, and he'll give it back to Blevins. Glover came up with a little hitch in his giddy up, but he'll get things ironed out before he gets on the offensive end. Moore, who interchecked that Brown, who got into the game, gets it to Glover, to Blevins. Blevins hands it off to Moore. Moore now tries to get it on the right wing, but it's deflected out of bounds, intended for Brewer, but Hall swats it out of bounds, and in comes Aiden Grody for Oliver Niemeyer. Two big fellows have given Bowling Green good minutes and 13 points between the two of them. And Hall, he stole it, but they're going to say it hit out of bounds, did Hall, as he swatted down the inbounds pass. So we'll do it all over again from this exact same spot. Now they get it into the corner to Brown. He'll dribble around, got Aguilar all over him. Gets it in the post area on the right block to Glover. Kicks it out to Blevins. Blevins dribbles to the paint. His shot blocked by Grody, and now we've got a whistle, and I'm not sure what the call is. Did he dribble it out of bounds?
I didn't see him point at the line. I'm not too sure what happened.
He raised his hand and just pointed white.
Yep.
Didn't really give us a good indication of what that was all about.
I'm guessing somebody probably stepped on the line, but he didn't point to it.
Back come the Cats. Hall to Eskew, open for the left wing three. It's no good. Aguilar high for the rebound, flips it out to Hall. Right in front of Coach Andrew Martinson. They'll reset things with 3:50. Hall now in the high post to Grody, kicks it to Cormac down. Nice ball moving all the way around the horn to Eskew, to Aguilar in the corner. He'll dribble in, drops it to Grody. A really sweet pass that time by Aguilar.
That's just great ball movement. Martinson, he's got to be pretty happy with that possession. Just great ball movement all around.
Grody able to finish. He's got 8. Blevins now inside the key area, tries to get it to Glover on the left block. He goes up and under Grody, but Grody will be whistled for the foul.
Yeah, it looked like there was some contact down there.
Well, he started with his arms up, put him down on top of him, and then when he hit him, raised him back up. That's the old trick, trying to fool the official, huh? So Glover will go to the line and shoot a couple of shots. Second foul on Grody. Glover has not been to the free throw line, and the first one spins out. You got to guess he was probably a football player, wouldn't you? He's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's athletic, too, and he's got a good shot, so.
He'd be a pretty good defensive end from the looks of things. Second free throw is good. He's 1 for 2. He's got 11 for the game. Leads all scorers for North Callaway. Bobcats in no hurry. They still lead by 14, 62-48. Eskew drives in. His finger roll won't go. He swats at the rebound. It's loose and picked up by Welch, who just checked in for the Cats. And Martinson's going to call another timeout. 3:03 to play in the ballgame, 62-48. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Aguilar gets it inside to Welch. He tries to skip it across to Eskew. This deflected and stolen away by North Callaway. And they'll head the other direction. In the Little Jim. Van Far 51-21 over Louisiana. That in the third quarter. So Van Far is going to advance easily and probably have a running clock as the three-pointer short by Brewer. And Bowling Green will walk it across the timeline with 2:30 to play in the ball game. To Eskew on the right wing. Skips it back to Hall. He's open for three. In and out and in. That thing hit everything twice, I think. Hall with a big night. He's got 21 now. And it's 65-48. 17 is the biggest lead of the game for Bowling Green. Blevins hands it off to Brown. He'll shoot the three. Back iron, no good. Rebounds loose. Who's it off of? They're going to say it's off of Bowling Green. Bowling Green Tournament 100th anniversary coverage brought to you by Bouquet Florist and Gift Shop, Hayden Motorsports, Spring Valley Accounting, and Woods Smoked Meats. Bunch of subs in. We'll try and pick them up. C.J. Cunningham in for North Callaway. Zach Craighead. Looks like both teams are maybe letting some guys come in. As in for Bowling Green is Graydon Coleman along with Nolan Jones. Gary Welch is a three ball is on the way by Brewer. It's no good. And saved in to Cunningham, and he'll shoot it off the glass and score.
Both buckets he's got tonight, they've come from using that glass. I guess Banks Open in North Callaway.
Fairchild on the dribble, gets it into the key area. Kicks it back to Jones, right wing now to Welch. Gary will drive the baseline. It won't go. Rebound off to North Callaway. That's great. He drives in. His finger roll shot's no good. Follow-up putback's up and good by Zach Craighead. His first bucket of the game, and it's 65-32. Minute 20 to play. Jones with it now for Bowling Green on the right wing. Gets some space, tries to whip it inside, goes all the way across the paint to Welch. That's Gary. Looking for some help. Lobs it out to Fairchild. Fairchild now settles things down between the circle, and we're at 1 minute to play in the ball game. Fairchild, nobody guarding him, so he can just stand up there and dribble. He'll get it to the right wing to Jones. Jones now spins around, tries to get it into Grody. It's deflected and stolen by Sheets, and he'll be fouled. Just the second team foul. As Sheets got the worst end of that deal. He's got a checking out his eye. Foul's going to go on Gary Welch, his first. And North Callaway will have it with 40 seconds to play in the ball game. Cunningham to Drake. Drake near corner to Sheets. Sheets penetrates in, kicks it back to Drake. He'll now dribble to the short corner, pull up from 10, short, no good. Welch with the rebound for Bowling Green. Spins, looks for a guard, nearly stolen away by Sheets, but it goes out of bounds. Back to the Cats with 23 ticks to go. So Bowling Green's going to advance. And by the looks of things, Van Far will be waiting in the wings as they have a big lead over Louisiana in the middle school gym. Down to 16 seconds. Let's see if they hand it to Fairchild and he just dribbles it out. That should be what happens, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Sheets is going to back off. Well, now he's going to go up and make Fairchild do a little something. He's going to dribble. They can't get to a 5-second count, and that's going to do it for the ball game. The Bowling Green Bobcats 65, North Callaway Thunderbirds 52. Your postgame show's next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Postgame Show on KJFM Radio.
Bowling Green raises their record to 11-3. North Callaway drops to 6-9 with a 65-52 victory. 21-12 the scoring advantage for the Cats in the first quarter. They outscored North Callaway 18-12 in the second. They led at half 39-24. 21-19 scoring advantage for North Callaway in the third. It was 58-45, and they both scored 7 in the fourth to get us our final score of 65-52. And Corey, you have some final scoring for us.
I sure do. We'll start with North Callaway. We have Zach Craighead and Austin Brown both with 2. We have Levi Drake with 5, CJ Cunningham with 4. We have Clayton Moore with 8, Dalton Brewer with 9, and both Glover and Blevins with 11 for the Thunderbirds. And then we'll jump over to Bowling Green. Looks like Jack McDaniel with 3. We have both Aguilar and Niemeyer both with 7. Also, we have Fairchild and Aiden Grody both with 8. Jace Eskew with 11. And then Ryan Hull led all scorers with 21.
North Callaway 5 for 6 from the line. Bowling Green 4 for 7. 8 turnovers for North Callaway, 9 for Bowling Green. So both teams took care of the basketball pretty well. But Corey, in that game, Bowling Green got out by, well, they got up by as many as 12 or 14 there in the first half. And then they got it to 17, but it kind of stayed right in there. North Callaway would make a little run, and then Bowling Green would have an answer, and it stayed in that double-digit range the rest of the way.
Well, I mean, both teams got the shots that they wanted. I mean, there was no question about that. Both teams, whether it was North Callaway, they were getting some of the open looks that they wanted, and Bowling Green, they were really able to get it to that, I call it the high post, that kill zone right there in the middle of the paint, and they were able to work their offense out of that, and they, of course, had a few fast break scores as well with a couple pretty thunderous dunks by Jace Eskew. But as far as offensively, both teams were kind of able to get where they wanted to go. Not very many turnovers that we've kind of been seeing here. But as far as defense, there was just a lot of turnovers that led to points for Bowling Green, whereas North Callaway on some of the turnovers from Bowling Green, they weren't able to capitalize on those fast break buckets.
Kind of a methodical win for the Bobcats would probably be the best way to put it. We'll take our final break here from the high school. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Let's take a look at the schedule tomorrow night for you real quick. On the consolation side for the girls, Bowling Green and Winfield, they'll play at 7 o'clock in the middle school gym. The early game at 5:30 will be North Callaway and Van Far. On the championship side of the bracket, the 5:30 game, Louisiana and Ellsbury will square off. And in the top side of the bracket at 7 o'clock, Clopton and Silex will play. As I mentioned, the championship games will be on Friday, 4:30, 6 and 7:30 for the girls. Back here, a couple wins for the Seeds. Kind of gone chalk so far on the boys' side of the bracket. 71-32, Clopton wins. 67-45, Winfield wins over Ellsbury. And Bowling Green, as you just heard, they win at 65-52. And Van Far with a big lead over Louisiana. They're up by 30 in the third quarter. Actually, 62-25 at the end of the third quarter. So Van Far will advance on into the championship side of the bracket, and Louisiana will go into the consolation side. Corey, your final thoughts?
So far, we got 2 nights down, almost 2 nights down, and a lot of good games so far this tournament. If you're sitting at home and don't have anything going on, come on out tonight or come on out this week. There's going to be a lot of good basketball that's going to be played the rest of these few days here.
No question about it. I want to thank Brendan back at the station. Gordon's here with us, keeping track of the tech, as Corey and I would have that completely screwed up.
100%.
Mark and Maddie are over in the little gym, and then April and Tanis have been taking pictures. We had the whole crew here tonight. Look on Facebook. You can catch the pictures from all the games tonight. We're glad to have you with us. Join us tomorrow night for girls action. This is Jim Ross saying so long till tomorrow night.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of Area High School Sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Serving the Twin Pike region on air and online at 102.1 FM, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM Radio app, and Alexa. We're KJFM Louisiana, Eagle 102, with studios in Bowling Green, Louisiana, and Pittsfield.